turnovers. Here's a quick three put up by Keaton. Good for Concord Christian. Lady Admirals Anna Corum in the starting lineup, the senior. Farragut goes inside to Trinity Curry, back to Mullins, who had entered the ball from the right wing. She drives into the lane, lost a handle on it. It'll be a turnover for Farragut. Ball picked up by the Lions into front court, Keaton. On the left baseline, they threw it right to McNeely. Concord Christian gives it back to Farragut as the teams exchange turnovers. Now McNeely from behind will be stripped, and the ball trickles out of bounds. Brooklyn Brown knocking the ball free and out over the baseline. Farragut's basketball. I'm guessing that 23 is Ella Schlomer, perhaps. The 23 on my roster, Livy Slagle, is not available. Hasn't been for the majority of the season. Farragut with yet another turnover. And as Concord Christian is bringing the ball towards front court, Coach Cochran will use a 30-second timeout, making the call off the Concord Christian bench. So it's 3-2. Lions leading the Lady Admirals here early. Farragut winning the opening tip, and KJ McNeely driving the right baseline, attacking the basket, scored the first bucket. Keaton answered with a long three on the left wing for Concord Christian on its first possession. And since then, we've essentially had 3 turnovers, 2 by Farragut, 1 by Concord Christian. First timeout being used by the Lions. Most recent outing for Concord Christian, by the notes I have, was a week ago. Farragut played on Friday. Here's a three-pointer put up by Thomas, short from out top. Emery Thomas, a sophomore for Concord Christian, short on a three-point attempt. Farragut the rebound. Anna Corum into front court. Off to Lily Mullins, left side to KJ McNeely. McNeely driving into the paint, bounces it down low, trying to get it to Curry. And Concord Christian was there to deflect the pass out of bounds. Mullins from underneath her own basket for Farragut. In it comes to McNeely in the right corner. Curry hits the deck. McNeely behind her back with a bounce pass right side to Curry for a mid-range jumper that is good. Trinity Curry gives Farragut the lead, 4-3. Lions in front court. Thomas driving baseline, threw it behind a teammate. Goes off the fingertips of Concord Christian and out of bounds across the way. Headed right for Jack Tate, Donald Dodgen, and Dr. John Bartlett. Anna Corum out of the ball game, as well as 23. Again, thinking that's probably Ella Schlomer. Two turnovers apiece for these teams. Reagan Sheridan has checked into the ball game, as has for Farragut Zoe Porter. Left side, Sheridan driving, has to pick up her dribble against Thomas and is stripped. Farragut with another turnover. Thomas with the defensive pick for Concord Christian, brings it into front court, leaves it off with Brooklyn Brown. Thomas gets it back on the left side. Mullins matching up with her. Brown takes the ball out top, gives to Sheritz. Sheritz in turn to Thomas. Thomas backs it out. McNeely's on her man-to-man. Ball goes high post to Brown and tried to make a move against Lily Mullins and took steps. Mullins, a defensive pest in the best sense of things, at least from the Lady Admiral perspective. Forces the turnover, the third for Concord Christian, and Farragut with a 4-3 lead brings the ball in front court. Just over 5 minutes to go in our first quarter on senior night here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. McNeely launches a three. It is off the back of the rim, bounces high, hits the basket support, and is a dead ball as a result. Into the ball game, Presley Horst, a sophomore, number 4 for the Lions, replacing Sheritz. Again, Mullins, Porter, Sheridan, Curry, and McNeely currently on the floor for Coach Jason Mayfield. He is, by the way, assisted by former Lady Admiral standouts Sue Kim and Madison Maples. Concord Christian in front court. Thomas, well, gives to Brown out top. A three-pointer is well offline, and the ball rebounded away by Sheridan, and then she is tied up. Possession arrow is to the Lions. Lily Mullins out of the ball game for Farragut. Jana Carball, number 4 freshman, enters the game for the first time. And from the baseline, it'll be Horst inbounding for Concord Christian under her own basket. Comes in at the free throw line to Keaton. Keaton to the baseline. Shot may have been deflected by Curry. Loose ball picked up by McNeely. Fires it ahead to Sheridan. Sheridan underneath, goes right to the basket. A lot of contact with Brown. No foul call. And Brown comes away with a loose basketball. Into front court. Concord Christian trailing by 1 as Brown has it out top. And that's going to be a double dribble. Brown had lost her dribble. I was waiting to see if perhaps she'd put it on the deck and if the officials would consider that a dribble initially, or if Farragut had something to do with the ball being knocked loose. They saw it as I did, that kind of see that double dribble coming. 4th turnover for the Lions. Farragut with a 1-point lead in the ball and contesting a basic handoff to Van Acker over on the far side. Concord Christian knocks the ball out. Farragut will inbound side front court with McNeely. Midway through our first quarter, down low, inbound feed comes to Curry. Curry high off the window, scores. KJ and Trinity work that inbound play so well, and Farragut leads it 6-3. Out top of the ball, Emery Thomas works off the screen of Brown to the right side. She's quadruple teamed, shoots it anyhow. Brown comes up with a loose basketball and will be fouled. They were determined to take the shot, and Carball will pick up the personal foul. First foul of the ball game. In the pass comes to Brown, and she fires it down low. It's picked off. Picked off by McNeely. Long outlet pass ahead to Gabby Van Acker, and she's not going to be able to track it down. It goes through her hands and out of bounds, and Farragut with its 4th turnover, matching Concord Christian's turnover total. Lions subbing in Delaney Jane Walker, number 10, a senior. Six to 3, Farragut leading. Lions with the ball. Kira Cooper, sophomore, has entered the game as well. Well, actually, I guess she's back in. I believe she left the floor. Driving for Concord Christian will be Thomas. Then kicks it back out top. Three-pointer, a high arcing shot's no good by Keaton. Long rebound, McNeely. KJ to Curry. Curry in the lane, gives it back to KJ. Now she'll find Jana for a 3, left side, no good. And they shield Curry away from the ball. And as a result, it kicks out of bounds. No one ever touched it following the missed shot by Carball, so it belongs to Concord Christian. Farragut gets Trinity Curry a breather. Lily Mullins, Jana Carball, Gabby Van Acker, Zoe Porter, KJ McNeely currently on the floor for Farragut. Head faking a 3, right side will be Horst. Gives it left side for a 3-point attempt by Cooper that is no good, but a long rebound on the baseline by Thomas of Concord Christian. They can reset. Out top, Thomas with the ball. Pulls up, right side, mid-range jumper, no good. McNeely with the rebound. Pressured in rear court. KJ across the timeline. Farragut's got 4 from Trinity Curry, 2 from KJ McNeely to lead 6-3. Three-pointer by Keaton, the only basket for Concord Christian. That came on their first possession, offensive possession of the game. And we're going to have the first foul against Concord Christian. It'll be Emery Thomas. Brown back into the ball game for the Lions will replace Keaton. Lily Mullins to inbound underneath her own basket for Farragut. 2:23 to go first quarter. Comes into Zoe Porter right side. Out top to Gabby Van Acker. Van Acker leaves it off with Lily Mullins. Mullins pressured man-to-man by Thomas. Now they hedge with Brown. Comes back to Van Acker left side for a 3. No good. Brown the rebound. Farragut reaching as Brown now throws it away in rear court. Mullins the steal. Pulls up right side. No good. McNeely goes and gets the rebound. Slides to the right corner. Finds Lily for a 3 out top. Short. And the rebound taken this time by Thomas of Concord Christian. She leads the break in front court all the way to the rack. Missed the layup. And Mullins had the rebound stripped away from her, and they'll say touch last by Farragut. Concord Christian's ball. Reagan Sheridan and, well, let's see, Carbaugh and Porter check out of the game. Reagan Sheridan back in, as well as Anna Corum, who's going to steal the inbound. Nope, just deflected it out of bounds. Couldn't track it down. Concord Christian retains possession. They'll be inbounding now across the way, side front court, with Farragut leading 6-3. 1:45 to go in our opening quarter. Here at Farragut High School, out top of the basketball, it's Thomas. Corum on her. She'll hand on the right side to Cooper, coming back left. Gives to Brown, top of the key, guarded by McNeely. Immediately back to Cooper. McNeely takes her on a switch. Cooper to left side of the lane, can't get a shot off. Pivots twice, then gives on the wing to Horst. Gets it back, does Cooper. Mullins now on Cooper. Starts right, comes back left. Shot up in the lane with the left hand is good. First basket in a long time for Concord Christian. Farragut long pass in front court. Reagan Sheridan misses on the break. Good pass ahead by Lily Mullins. Here's Concord Christian in front court. It's Emery Thomas bouncing it off right side to Walker. Her 17-footer is no good and is off of Concord Christian, out of bounds. 1:01 to go, opening quarter. KJ McNeely gets her first breather. Trinity Curry back into the ball game. Also checking into the ball game for the Lady Admirals will be freshman Raina Stiles, number 24. Concord Christian rotating players in as well as Horst leaves the floor, and I believe it's Sherritts that's returned. We go under a minute to play. Opening quarter, Farragut up 6-5 in our girls contest. Boys action to follow this evening. And pushing and fouling will be Emery Thomas, her second foul. So that's a promising development for the Lady Admirals, because Thomas is obviously the top scoring threat for Concord Christian, the most aggressive offensive player by far. She checks out of the ball game with 2 fouls. Cooper re-enters the lineup for her. Inbound feed to Anna Corum from Reagan Sheridan. Hands it back to Reagan, who bounces it off to Mullins. Both teams have been man-to-man. Mullins to Curry. Curry in the paint, double team, knocked away, grabs it back, gives to Lily at the elbow. Lily through the lane with a pass to Stiles. Stiles trying to work down low and is called for taking steps. Let's see, no shot on that possession, so that is a turnover. And it's Farragut's 5th. 34 seconds to go, first quarter. Into the ball game, Gracie Harrell, her first action, replaces Sherritts. Harrell, number 22 for Concord Christian, is a sophomore. 6-5, Farragut with a 1-point lead. Concord Christian with the ball. 25 seconds to go first quarter as Cooper goes left, comes back right, loops it off to Horst. Cooper gets it back, drives around Stiles, and scores at the rim. Cooper's got 4, and Concord Christian leads 7-6. 10 seconds to go first quarter. Lily Mullins into front court, trying to get it to Curry. It's going to be thrown away. Keaton with the steal. Keaton driving for a layup, and Mullins fouled her. It'll be Lily's first foul, and with 9/10 of a second to go, Kieran Keaton shooting a pair. First free throws of the ball game. Toss is up and good. So Concord Christian with an 8-6 lead, and Keaton trying to make it a 3-point advantage here at the end of the first quarter. Short, Corum the rebound, and that'll do it. 8-6, Concord Christian leading the Lady Admirals of Farragut on senior night here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium after 1 quarter. 4 turnovers for Concord Christian, but 6 for the Lady Admirals, who again trail by 2, 8-6, as we head to the second quarter. Back with that second quarter in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut High School basketball, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105.
Selling or buying a home this spring? In Farragut, Knoxville, Lenore City, and Maryville, experience matters. Trust a realtor. Homeowners know best. Phil Cobble of Phil Cobble Fine Homes and Land. With 46 years of success and over $1 billion in homes sold, Phil delivers expert guidance, smart marketing, and strong negotiation for results you can take to the bank. Don't leave your next move to chance. Call Phil Cobble today at 865-805-4664 for your private home evaluation.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big, no job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax, we do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
8-6, Farragut trailing Concord Christian as we get the second quarter started. Farragut will have the first possession. Lily Mullins, little crossover, got away from the defender, and a runner on the right side is true. Mullins with her first basket of the ball game, and Farragut ties the game at 8. Concord Christian being hounded by Mullins out top. It's Cooper. Cooper hands off to Horst. Anna Corum chasing her. Back to Cooper, right side. Cooper trying to get the ball inside to Brown. KJ saw that coming, made the steal, leads the break back the other way, got the basket, and that's got a horrible call. That is a horrible call. They call KJ for a charge with a player backpedaling in the lane. That should have been an and one opportunity as McNeely with the steal scored the basket, but it's wiped off on a dreadful charge call. First foul against KJ McNeely. Into front court, Concord Christian. Cooper to the baseline, picks up her dribble, fires it to a cutter, and it'll be Presley Horst hitting a runner in the paint about 12-13 feet out. Her first basket, and the Lions lead again by 2, 10-8. Mullins runner right side, good. Lily to the baseline, high arcing shot, bounces off the back of the rim and settles through. Back-to-back buckets for Lily Mullins as Farragut ties the game at 10. Cooper lobs to Brown, high post. Over on the left wing, it goes to Keaton. Back out top to Brown. She'll drive the lane, and Curry blocks her shot at the rim. Now Curry's pass is deflected out of bounds, trying to get it to Mullins. It was deflected out of bounds by Cooper. But the Lady Admirals, with a nice defensive play by Trinity Curry, will have the ball in a 10-10 game. 6:30 to go first half. And a 2-2-1 zone press shown by Concord Christian. Mullins to Corum, cross court to KJ. KJ into front court for Farragut as she drifts right, bounces to Corum on the wing, underhands it to Raina Stiles in the corner. Raina gives it back to Anna. Anna goes high post to KJ. Her 14-foot jumper is good. Soft spot in that defense, and KJ McNeely knocks down the mid-range jumper. She's got 4. Farragut leads 12-10. Driving right side, Cooper for Concord Christian. Shut down in the paint by McNeely. Back out top. Now Brown has the ball, gives it off to Cooper. Cooper with Mullins on her, drifts to the wing, back to Brown. Brown's going to drive. McNeely blocks her shot out of bounds. Stays with Concord Christian after the block shot by KJ. Trinity Curry checks out. Reagan Sheridan enters the lineup for Coach Mayfield. Meanwhile, inbounding off the baseline, Gracie Harrell. Keaton gives off to Harrell. Left side, it'll go to Cooper. Cooper into the paint over Anna Corum and gets the roll. Cooper's got 6. She's picked up the slack with Thomas on the bench. KJ pulls up right side for Farragut, missed the jumper. Sheridan got the miss and is fouled on a follow attempt. She'll have 2 free throws. Karen Keaton picks up the foul, her first, and the first of the second quarter against Concord Christian. Sheridan, Lady Admiral Jr. at the line. First toss is good. Reagan had 7 when Farragut was last in action at Ray County on Friday. First point tonight. Second toss is good as well, and Farragut leads 14-12. 4 for Mullins, 2 for Sheridan now, 4 for Curry, and 4 for McNeely. That's the Lady Admiral scoring as Mullins almost had the steal, but it'll go off her foot, trickles out of bounds. Lily almost had the pick of Kira Cooper. Back into the ballgame with 2 fouls, Emery Thomas for Concord Christian. She's going to be inbounding. 5:18 to go first half as Concord Christian lobs it in the lane to Brown. Immediately gives it back to Thomas, who slid to the wing. Now to Brown. She'll drive against Sheridan. Fouled. 2 free throws coming for Brooklyn Brown as Reagan assessed her first foul. And the team's second this quarter. 5:12 to go in the second quarter. And sophomore Brooklyn Brown trying to become the 4th Lion to score, and she banks in the free throw. That makes it a 1-point game. Brown's second toss, more conventionally made. She hit them both. 14-14. Van Acker and Porter return to the lineup for Farragut. Mullins, Corum, Stiles check out. So let's see. McNeely inbounds to Carbaugh, gives it back to KJ. KJ, who had inbounded, got it back, moves it into front court for Farragut. Blows by Delaney Jane Walker. She moves to the corner. Brown then takes her on a switch. Out top, Reagan Sheridan. Sheridan through the lane, scoops it up with the left hand, no good. Tip out, nicely done by McNeely to Porter for a 3, no good. Brown the rebound for Concord Christian. Brown in front court. Guarded by Sheridan, picks up her dribble top of the key. Left side, it'll go to Horst. Horst driving baseline, leaves it off with Walker in the paint. Looked like she walked, no call. Back out to Brown, exchanging it back and forth with Horst. Now a pass out top, stolen away by Van Acker. Farragut's Gabby Van Acker with the steal. And then we've got an over and back situation as Farragut just not good court awareness. Threw the ball back to KJ, who couldn't get in front court quickly enough. So the teams exchange turnovers. Farragut now by my count has 8. Concord Christian with 6. And we've got a 14-14 game with 4:20 to go in our first half. Emery Thomas of Concord Christian with the ball. Left side. Making a move towards the paint. Didn't seem to have control of the ball, but they're going to give KJ McNeely a foul. Her second. Team third. So Mullins will come in for McNeely. Make a note of that on the stat sheet or score sheet. 4:13 mark of the second quarter when KJ leaves with 2 fouls. The inbound comes out top to Keaton for a 3, no good. Long rebound Farragut. Zoe Porter in front court. Pulls up on the left wing, bounces it out top to Lily Mullins. Mullins indicating the play. Gives to Reagan Sheridan. Sheridan moves to the top of the key. Down the left side of the lane, picks up her dribble. Hey, found her an opening as she stepped under the defender, but missed the shot. The rim spit it out. Into front court, Thomas for Concord Christian. Comes open, 13 feet, right side, jumper, no good. Rebound, however, by Keaton. Her follow is good. So Curry and McNeely both on the bench. That's going to hurt Farragut's rebounding, and Keaton capitalizes with a stick back to give Concord Christian a 2-point lead. At the top of the key, the ball was nearly stolen away. It went right back to Mullins, who then is fouled as she takes a running shot in the paint. Brooklyn Brown, her first foul. And shooting a pair will be Lily Mullins. 4 points for the senior. Looking to add to that total as she steps to the line. First toss, no good. Trinity Curry will re-enter the game. In for Gabby Van Acker. Mullins, second toss, no good. So Farragut misses 2 at the line. Concord Christian with the ball and a 2-point lead. Just over 3 minutes to go first half. Cooper off on the right side to Keaton. Keaton to Brown. High post, it goes to Walker. Walker working against Carball. One dribble, then picks it up. Back out to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Porter. Spins into the paint, and Porter tied her up. Zoe Porter reaches in and ties up the spinning Emery Thomas as she tried to free herself for a shot in the paint. And the possession arrow is to Concord Christian. Thomas from the baseline lobs it into Brown, right side of the paint, out on the perimeter, and now left side for a three-pointer, no good by Cooper. Backside rebound, Lily Mullins. Mullins loops it ahead to no one in particular, thrown away as Cooper comes up with the steal. Cooper spinning to the basket, scoops it up off the window, no good. They'll keep it alive, however, with Keaton. Now Thomas driving right side, shut down on a double team, bounced it off to Walker in the lane, and Farragut again able to tie up Concord Christian. This time it was Jana Carball. So Farragut will get it on the alternate possession. Mullins checks out of the game. Corum back in. Against the press, Reagan Sheridan gets the ball into front court. Guarded by Thomas, man-to-man. Reagan comes left, then gives off to Anna Corum. Walker on her as Corum gives to Zoe Porter. Good look for three, too strong. Rebounded away by Brown. Brown for Concord Christian allows traffic to clear and then brings it up herself with just over 2 minutes to go first half here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Cooper driving on Carball, scoops it up and scores with the left hand. Cooper, 8 points, leading scorer in the ball game, gives Concord Christian an 18-14 advantage. Curry, top of the key, off to Carball. Carball, double dribble. Ten turnovers for Farragut. Out of the ball game, Delaney Jane Walker for Concord Christian back into the lineup. Gracie Harrell, number 22, sophomore. Thomas for Concord Christian to Keaton. Keaton moves to the right elbow, then throws over to Harrell on the left wing. Mishandled it, ball stolen away by Zoe Porter. Porter for Farragut in front court, shovels it off to Carball. Carball slides to the left corner, picks up her dribble, and then throws it away. Reagan Sheridan takes it back for Farragut, puts a shot up that is no good, but she was fouled, and we'll have a couple of free throws. Sloppy play, but Farragut got the ball back. Harrell committed the foul, and Reagan Sheridan, trying to remain perfect at the free throw line, steps there for two, the first of which is good. 1:15 to go. First half. Second toss is good as well. Reagan now 4 for 4 at the foul line. And the Lady Admirals trail 18-16. 70 seconds to go. First half. As Cooper moves left. And a three-point attempt by Keaton. She went up with it and came down with it. Good defense by the Lady Admirals. You had Corum and Sheridan right there in the neighborhood. And Keaton got airborne, had second thoughts, commits the turnover. 8 turnovers now for Concord Christian. Farragut with 10. 1:02 to go until halftime. Farragut with the basketball. Chance to tie or take the lead with a three. Reagan Sheridan pressured by Sheritz back into the game. The ball is mishandled out top, and it goes into rear court for a backcourt violation, and Farragut with still another turnover. It's 11th. So Sheridan out of the game, and Gabby Van Acker returns to the lineup. Sheritz and Walker out for Concord Christian, as well as Brown. You got Cooper and Horst, Keaton, Cooper. Let's see, for Concord Christian, Thomas takes the ball high post, drives the lane, scores, and was fouled at the rim. Foul on Porter will be her first, and an and one opportunity for Emery Thomas as she scores her first basket of the ball game. 20-16. Concord Christian, I believe if she can hit this, it would be the biggest lead they've enjoyed. Toss is good, completing the three-point play, Emery Thomas. So 21-16 now. Concord Christian continues to rotate in players. Adeline No, number 14, into the game for the first time. Actually, she'll not be allowed to check in. Farragut down 5. KJ McNeely on the bench, and the Lady Admirals facing a press. Van Acker gets it to Curry, gives it back to Van Acker in front court. Left baseline, Zoe Porter. Now to Anna Corum. Corum out top. Gives to Porter. They'll go inside to Curry. Curry, strong move, missed. Got her own rebound, or grabbed her own miss with the offensive rebound, but then she's tied up. Well, it's definitely an advantage going inside to Trinity. It's just the shots got to get up quickly because Concord Christian comes with the extra defender in a timely manner. 22 seconds to go after the tie-up, the possession arrow to Concord Christian. So the Lions with the ball and a 5-point lead as our first half winds down. Thomas in front court, moves to the baseline, fires it back out top to Cooper for a three-pointer, too strong, and Farragut's going to be called for holding on the rebound. A long rebound. Gabby had inside position, but then the ball kicked out deep, and she was trying to keep Concord Christian from going and getting it, and was called for the grabbing foul. And Farragut is over the limit. That is team foul number 5. And so it'll be Adeline No, I believe, shooting a pair here. Yes, that is No. Number 14, a sophomore. Free throw is no good. 5.1 seconds remaining in our first half. And Concord Christian leading 21-16 as No puts up the second toss and misses it. Gabby Van Acker, let's go, hurry. Van Acker will throw one towards the basket, short at the buzzer. 21-16. Concord Christian leading Farragut at the break. Turnover filled first half for these teams, but it is the Lions of Concord Christian on Farragut's senior night enjoying its biggest lead of the first half at halftime. Again, 21-16 your score. Back in 2 minutes to take a look at the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105 and around the world, WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hearthside Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates, personalized service, and flexible terms, we have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and a championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
LCUB Fiber Internet is the ultimate neighborhood connection. Thousands of LCUB electric customers already enjoy our lightning-fast, symmetrical gig-speed fiber internet with unlimited data, lag-free streaming and gaming, and enough bandwidth for all your family's devices. Starting at just $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi equipment included. Enjoy fixed pricing, free installation, no contracts, and local customer service. Check availability at lcub.com and get connected now.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big pots and mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, Dusty Street. Our producer back in the WFIV studios. Behind the camera tonight, filling in for Nick Blankenship, we got Tony Cox. Appreciate you joining us, whether you're watching the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel or listening anywhere around the world, WFIV.com. Of course, the greater Knoxville area, FM 105.3, West 105. Got boys action to follow this evening. It is senior night at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. And coming up, the Admirals later on, 18-7 on the season, currently sitting in second place in District 4A. Of course, this is a non-district game, but we've got coming up Friday night a huge district game, a huge rivalry game, as Farragut will host Bearden. We'll be on the air about 5:45 in advance of Friday night's games here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, the round ball version of the Battle of West Knoxville, Farragut and Bearden. The Bulldogs won decisively both games at their place in mid-January. So Admirals and Lady Admirals looking for much better showings coming up Friday night. And the Lady Admirals got some work to do this evening, not wanting to spoil senior night. Concord Christian mentioned at the outset, you look at their schedule, I don't know a whole lot about most of the schools on there that they have played, but a couple of them, as I mentioned, jump out to you, and that was a very similar result versus Oak Ridge within a week of when Farragut first played Oak Ridge in December. Concord Christian defeated the Lady Wildcats by 3. Farragut won by 5. And then the next game for Concord Christian was down at in the Englewood, Etowah area, McMinn Central. Never an easy place to play, always a top-notch program, and it was just a 10-point loss. McMinn Central going to beat a whole lot of people this year and any year by more than 10 points. So that's a pretty good showing against the Chargerettes. So you felt like they had a solid team, and they showed that in the first half, despite turning the ball over a lot. But Farragut was even more generous. I had Concord Christian with 8 turnovers and Farragut with 11. The Lions of Concord Christian led after one 8-6. Farragut went in front on a couple of occasions in the second quarter at 12-10 and 14-12. But a 6-0 run for Concord Christian gave the Lions a 4-point lead at 18-14. And the biggest lead they've enjoyed is this 5-point cushion here at the break, 21-16. Concord Christian with a 13-10 second quarter advantage after outscoring Farragut 8-6 in the first quarter. Looking at the individual scoring for the Lions, Kira Cooper leading the way with 8 points. Kieran Keaton, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. She has 6 points. Emery Thomas with 3 points, 1 of 1 from the line. Brooklyn Brown, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points. And Presley Horst also with 2 points for Concord Christian. Adeline No did not score. She missed a couple of free throws. For Farragut, Lily Mullins 0 of 2 from the line, 4 first half points for the senior Mullins. Reagan Sheridan 4 of 4 from the line, 4 points. Trinity Curry with 4 points, and KJ McNeely with 4 points. KJ picked up her second foul with 4:13 to go in the second quarter and did not return in the first half. So Farragut a little bit hamstrung with KJ on the bench, and though they still had an advantage inside with Trinity, they really weren't able to press that advantage. And so again, a 5-point lead for Concord Christian here at halftime, 21-16. Lady Admirals have returned to the floor, warming up for the second half. Concord Christian yet to emerge from the locker room. Let's step aside, get a 2-minute break here for our sponsors. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105.
Whether you're managing a household or running a business, Citizens Bank has a checking account built for how you bank. Choose from personal and business options with digital tools like mobile deposit, bill pay, and merchant services, plus support from a local team in Knoxville and Lenoir City that understands your goals. Learn more at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan with Bryan Insurance Group. For your home, auto, or business, we are proud to represent the top carriers, including Gary Insurance, recently ranked #1 for auto insurance by Consumer Reports, along with Progressive, Geico, Allstate, Travelers, Foremost, Berkshire Hathaway, and Chubb. So you can compare and choose the coverage that fits your life the best. Start your custom quote today at BryanInsurance.com. That's BRYAN Insurance.com.
Bryan Insurance for every season of your life.
Welcome to Willie's Wings, home of the secret sauce.
I'll take a dozen wings. Oh, by the way, I love that sauce. What's in it?
Can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a secret.
While many financial advisors claim to have the secret sauce, they don't. In fact, if their sauce is so good, why are they keeping it a secret? Derek Miser of Miser Wealth Partners doesn't keep anything a secret. He knows there's much more to retirement planning than stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. That's 865-281-1616 or online at miserwealthpartners.com.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn uh-oh into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
So Concord Christian trying to ruin Farragut's senior night festivities as the Lions lead the Lady Admirals at halftime 21-16. Obviously a non-district matchup, but looking at the girls' District 4 4A standings entering the day, there is one district game being played tonight. Oak Ridge is at McMinn County. But the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden, who come here to Farragut on Friday night, are 9-0. Lady Admirals in second place at 9-1. Lenore City 5-5. Oak Ridge 3-6 fell last night at home to Ray County 60-54. So Oak Ridge 3-6. Hardin Valley's also 3-6 on the girls' side of the District 4 4A standings. Ray County with last night's win at Oak Ridge now 2-7. They played well against Farragut last Friday, so not necessarily that surprised that they picked up their second district win last night. McMinn County then 1-7. Lady Admiral's been struggling a bit of late. You look at the overtime struggle, a win 50-47 and 2 overtimes against Hardin Valley. A struggle against Lenore City, 35-31. The struggle at Ray County on Friday, 62-60. They've been in some close games that you feel like they were better than the final margin would indicate. One game in there that they were really solid, a 20-point win over Oak Ridge. But of the last 4, 3 of them have been struggles, and that's continued to be the case here tonight. Farragut with the first possession of the second half, and a baseline jumper is going to be no good. So Concord Christian with a 5-point lead and its first possession of this second half, and Thomas crashes to the floor. We'll have a held ball as everybody pursues it. Zoe Porter, Lily Mullins, Jana Carbaugh, Trinity Curry, and KJ McNeely on the floor for Coach Mayfield. Inbound comes to a wide open shooter at the top of the key. Keaton for a three-pointer, no good. Thomas keeps it alive though. Thomas saves it on the baseline to Sheritz, and Sheritz gives off to Brown as Coach Cochran of Concord Christian wants him to reset. Brown backs it out. Farragut man-to-man. Curry on Brown. And it looks like Concord Christian would be content perhaps. Well, we'll see. Brown dribbles left and right. Into the corner. Here comes a double team. She throws it off to Keaton. Keaton out top now to Cooper. Cooper guarded by her counterpart, number 2, Lily Mullins of Farragut. Left side, Sheritz. Pass in the lane, found the cutter. That was a good look from Sheritz as she found Brooklyn Brown knifing to the basket. Bounce pass through the paint to her. She scores her first field goal, and then as KJ McNeely brings the ball back the other way for Farragut, drives into the lane and is grabbed and fouled by Cooper. I think that's her first. Mullins to inbound from the baseline for Farragut. 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Concord Christian on the board first here in this second half, and so they lead by 7, 23-16. Not sure what the call was there. Maybe that the Concord reached in, touched the dribble of McNeely, knocked it out of bounds. So Farragut inbounds. McNeely to Mullins, got it back to McNeely for a good look from 3, but it won't go. Farragut hasn't hit a 3 tonight. Not that they've attempted that many. Ball goes out of bounds. Concord's got 1 3. It was on their first possession of the game. They're 4 of 7 from the foul line. Farragut's 4 of 6 from the foul line. Mullins inbounds off the baseline out top to Porter. She'll drive in the lane, bounces it down low to KJ. KJ to Carbaugh in the left corner, out top to Porter for a 3. Good. Farragut knocks one down from out top, right on cue. And Zoe Porter, the shooter, her first basket of the ball game. 23-19. Thomas got around Carbaugh, but then threw the ball away. That's going to be a backcourt. No, they say Farragut touched it. So no backcourt violation as it's tracked down by Kira Cooper, brought back in front court for Concord Christian. Gives to Brown, out top, left side. Concord with the lead. You can tell they want to be very deliberate with their offensive possessions. Inside it'll be Cooper spinning, freed herself nicely on a pivot for a shot. A good look on the shot, but missed it. And McNeely with a defensive board. Farragut in front court, Lily Mullins picked up by Cooper. Trailing 23-19. Cross court pass to Zoe. Right side 3, good. You see one go down, especially with Zoe Porter. You might see 4 or 5 go down in a row. And Zoe back-to-back 3s as Farragut closes to within 1 at 23-22. In front court, Cooper. Off to Thomas. Thomas being held by Mullins at the free throw line will be assessed the foul. Lily, her second. Reagan Sheridan, Anna Corum into the ball game, replacing Jana Carbaugh and Trinity Curry. Into the ball game, Walker, Delaney Jane Walker for Concord Christian, replacing Kieran Keaton. 23-22, Concord Christian with the lead and the ball, inbounding off the baseline. It's deflected, but Brown's got it out top, gives to Walker at the free throw line. One dribble, picks it up. Seen that multiple times. McNeely on her. Gives it off to Thomas out top. Sheridan guarding her. Cooper takes it, coming back right. Sheridan on her now. Right side, Sherritts. Sherritts, top of the key, shovels off to Cooper. Cooper, left side pass to Thomas. Moves through the paint, fires to Brown on the right side. Guarded there by Corum. Pass out top is knocked out of bounds by KJ McNeely. Good anticipation by KJ, and Concord Christian across the way, inbounding side front court as Gabby Van Acker first will enter the lineup, replacing Zoe Porter. Approaching the midpoint of the third quarter, Anna Corum on Cooper. Gives off to Brown. I'd like to see Sheridan pressure her. I don't think she's a real confident ball handler. Picks up her dribble. Gives it back out top to Walker. Left side to Cooper. Cooper inside to Brown on the cut. And they'll call McNeely for the foul. Wasn't much contact, but KJ gets the foul, which would be understandable if not for that dreadful call in the first half where KJ was called for a charge when there was a whole lot more contact and the defender was backpedaling. Free throw is up and good by Brown. She's now 3 of 3 from the line and has 5 points, 3 in this third quarter, all of Concord Christian scoring in the third quarter. The Lions by 2, 24-22 at the midpoint of the third. Second free throw, no good by Brown. Gabby Van Acker the rebound. Lady Admirals trailing by 2. Anna Corum, guarded by Sherritts, picks up her dribble, Fires to Gabby Van Acker in front of the Lady Admiral bench. Skip pass to KJ, left side. Now to Corum. Corum high post to Sheridan. Sheridan double team, backs out. Now Corum with the ball out top. Bounce pass to Gabby. Three-pointer for Gabby's online, but short and out of bounds to Farragut. Lady Admirals continue to have possession, trailing by 2 as Keaton and Horst enter the ball game, replacing Sherritts and Cooper. Reagan Sheridan from the baseline. Nobody coming open. Now Mullins is open on the left wing. Lobs it inside and just threw it away. KJ could not get around the defender to get to that pass from Mullins as she threw it in from the left wing into the post. So Concord Christian with the ball and a 2-point lead. Horst off to Thomas. Farragut went for the steal, didn't get it. Thomas drives, gives to Walker in the lane, kicks left side for a 3-point attempt by Brown. No good. Backside rebound, Lily Mullins gives to Anna Corum. Corum in front court for the Lady Admirals, picked up by Thomas. McNeely thought about the 3, returns it instead to Corum. Concord Christian matchup zone. Farragut in the middle with Van Acker, threw it away. Concord Christian with the ball following Farragut's 13th turnover of the night, leading 24-22. Again, they're going to be very deliberate. So Thomas with the ball, guarded by Van Acker, not close enough to initiate a count. Walker sets a screen. Mullins switches onto Thomas. Thomas dribbling to the right wing all the way to the baseline, picks it up, loops it back out top. Now they throw it underneath to Walker. Could have shot inside, instead kicks to Thomas, makes the extra pass to Brown. Three-pointer is no good, and the ball loose. Concord Christian will get it out top. Brown now takes the pass from Thomas. McNeely on Brown as she picks up her dribble, spins, and returns it to Thomas. Minute 55 to go third quarter. Thomas all the way to the baseline, nowhere to go with that ball, threw it away. Farragut with the steal. Reagan Sheridan ahead to KJ McNeely. McNeely pulls up in front court, jumper good from the left side. KJ McNeely with 6 points. We're tied at 24, and a full timeout, I believe, being used by Coach Mayfield. And that'll be, if I'm correct about that, the first used by Farragut this evening. 1:44 to go in our third quarter. Lady Admirals were trailing early in this third quarter, 23-16. They have tied the game at 24 with 1:44 to go here in the third. Back in 30 seconds with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Selling or buying a home this spring? In Farragut, Knoxville, Lenore City, and Maryville, experience matters. Trust a realtor. Homeowners know best. Phil Cobble of Phil Cobble Fine Homes and Land. With 46 years of success and over $1 billion in homes sold, Phil delivers expert guidance, smart marketing, and strong negotiation for results you can take to the bank. Don't leave your next move to chance. Call Phil Cobble today at 865-805-4664 for your private home evaluation.
Back at Farragut High School, Lady Admirals and Concord Christian Lions tied at 24 with a minute 44 to go in our third quarter. Farragut returns to the floor with Reagan Sheridan, Jana Carball, Zoe Porter, Trinity Curry, and Raina Stiles. So KJ McNeely out of the ball game for Farragut as Cooper for Concord Christian brings it into front court, gives it off to Brooklyn Brown. Carball on her. Brown driving right side, fires into the corner. Three-point attempt is going to be in and out for Horst, and Farragut's Carball with the rebound. Jana into front court and carried the basketball. Turnover number 14 for Farragut. .121 to go, third quarter. Cooper gives off left side to Keaton. Keaton at the elbow, spins down the lane, lost it out of bounds, touched though by Farragut. So Delaney Jane Walker off the baseline, inbounds to Horst for a 3 from out top, no good. Curry the rebound. 3 Lyons on her, releases the pass ahead to Carbaugh. Carbaugh to Stiles. Stiles in front court, pulls up left side jumper. Good from 16. Raina Stiles with the basket, and Farragut has its first lead in forever, 26-24. Lady Admiral's last lead was probably 6-5. 44 seconds to go, the third quarter. Brown, right side, doubled. Good help by Reagan Sheridan, helping out Jana Carbaugh on Brown. Brown gives it off to Cooper. Now to Keaton. Keaton driving the lane. Shot knocked away by Sheridan. And what do we have? Whistle sounded. Might have been a held ball, but they'll say instead a foul on Jana Carbaugh. Her second, team third. 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back into the ball game for Concord Christian, Emery Thomas, number 5. She'll be inbounding as she replaces Brooklyn Brown. Thomas in out top to Horst. Horst to the free throw line. Back top for a three-pointer by Keaton. Good. Kieran Keaton with her second three of the night. Her first basket of the second half. She got 9 points. Farragut in front court. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Reagan Sheridan with the ball. Farragut down 1. Reagan pivots, look for Stiles, threw it away. Concord Christian the steal. In front court, Keaton ahead to Thomas. Thomas ahead of the buzzer. Nope, did not beat the buzzer. Didn't get the shot off. And so Farragut was still another turnover. But fortunately, from the Lady Admiral perspective, Concord Christian unable to capitalize at the buzzer. And so Farragut briefly taking a lead at 26-24. It's first since 6-5. But Concord Christian answers with a three from Kieran Keaton late in the third quarter, and we'll go to the fourth with the Lions up on the Lady Admirals 27-26. Back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big, no job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax, we do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Banking should feel personal, and at Hearthside Bank, we make sure it does. With services designed for you, from everyday banking to complex loans, we're here when you need us. Visit our Farragut branch today and discover the difference of banking with a local team that is always within reach. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Lady Admirals with the first possession of the fourth quarter on senior night. 27-26, ball is deflected, stolen away by Concord Christian, and then Farragut catching up from behind commits a foul. Lady Admirals with another turnover to open the fourth quarter, and the foul afterwards committed by Lily Mullins, which is her third. That's Farragut's 16th turnover by my count. Mullins out of the game with those 3 fouls, replaced by Anna Corum. So you got Van Acker and Corum, Raina Stiles, Trinity Curry, KJ McNeely. Concord Christian with the ball and a 1-point lead. Just underway, fourth quarter in our girls contest. Boys action, of course, to follow on senior night here at Farragut High School. Horst into the right corner to Cooper. Driving right side, Thomas for Concord Christian, and Farragut's going to be whistled for a pushing foul. They give it to Raina Stiles. It'll be her first and Farragut's second already this quarter. 7:27 to play. Concord Christian with the ball underneath its basket as Thomas will inbound to Cooper. Cooper out top. Three-point attempt is too strong by Horst, but a long rebound by Thomas. Missed on a drive, though. Thomas, a golden opportunity to extend Concord Christian's lead, can't capitalize. Curry with the defensive rebound gives to McNeely. In front court, she finds Gabby Van Acker left corner for a three. No good. Long rebound. Cooper for the Lions. Cooper pressured in rear court. Gets around Van Acker. Brings it across the timeline. Fires in the corner to Thomas. Her three-pointer is good. Thomas with her first three of the night. The third for Concord Christian. And they lead it 30-26. 6:45 to play. Anna Corum, guarded by Horst, gives to McNeely. McNeely guarded by Walker, right side to Raina Stiles. And then Farragut with just too much traffic. McNeely and Stiles in the neighborhood along with two Concord Christian defenders. And in all that traffic, Concord Christian's able to reach in and tie up Stiles, who was just hemmed in. So the possession arrow to the Lions. Thomas works off a screen. Corum stays with her as she drives to the baseline, fires it back out top to Brown. Three-pointer rims out, rebounded away by McNeely. Farragut down 4 with 6:15 to play. Walker on McNeely. Off to Trinity Curry, top of the key. Trinity's going to shoot a three. Good! Trinity Curry, her first basket since the first quarter, a three from the top of the circle. And Lady Admirals trail by 1, 30-29. Bumping foul on Van Acker as a hip check thrown into Kira Cooper. And so Van Acker picks up her second foul, and it's Farragut's third. 5:58 to go in this ball game, and the Lady Admirals already with 3 fouls this quarter. Meanwhile, Concord Christian hasn't been whistled for one. Stiles and Van Acker out of the ball game. Walker to inbound from the baseline left. Comes into Horst. Horst gives to Brown, top of the key, moves to the right elbow, picks up her dribble, gives it off to Cooper. Cooper guarded by Anna Corum out top, hands to Brown. Brown spinning against KJ, walked. Pivoting left and right, changing pivot feet. Brown commits Concord Christian's 9th turnover, but by my count, their first of the second half. Turnovers have been a problem consistently tonight for Farragut. 6 in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 4 in the third, 1 here in the fourth. Lady Admirals down 1, and there's another one. Curry called for walking, an unforced turnover out top. 17 now by my count for Farragut. Anna Corum into the game. Lady Admirals trying to win despite themselves. Down 1 as Concord Christian gets the ball back following a 17th turnover. 30-29 our score. Thomas for Concord Christian, guarded man-to-man by KJ McNeely. Walker with the ball, top of the key, back to Thomas, right side, drives baseline, bounces it into the corner, stolen away. Lily Mullins, good anticipation as Concord Christian turns it over. Farragut in front court. McNeely, right side to Sheridan. Out to Anna Corum, Corum to Lily Mullins. And Coach Mayfield's going to use a 30-second timeout. An even 5 minutes to play, and Concord Christian leading Farragut 30-29. Coming up this Saturday, 5 o'clock in the school commons, it'll be the 14th annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame banquet. The event, again, catered by Brown Bag. Tickets are $40 each or $300 for a table of 8. This year's class headlined by Coach Eddie Courtney. Also former student athletes Drew Burnett, Harrison Eldridge, Katie Green, Anna Miller, Cole Strange, James Thomas, Bailey Williams, and Sarah Yeager. Service Award inductees, a pair of them, Michelle Brosette and Richard Huff. Make plans to attend the 14th annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame banquet this Saturday, 5 o'clock in the school commons. KJ McNeely, Trinity Curry, Reagan Sheridan, Zoe Porter, and Lily Mullins on the floor for Coach Mayfield. Porter, the new addition, as Concord Christian coming with a trap on Mullins, playing zone. KJ McNeely to the free throw line, bounces it back to Lily. Right side three is good. Lily Mullins, big shot, her first from long range tonight. She's got 7, and Farragut goes back in front, 32-30. Thomas for Concord Christian, guarded by Porter. Porter hit the deck on contact. Ball exchanged left side. Now Thomas's flat pass is deflected and stolen away by Reagan Sheridan. Sheridan in front court, comes to a stop, tried to put a shot up and was fouled. Sheridan able apparently to not drag her pivot foot. And as she spun to shoot, Brown committed the foul. It'll be the first this quarter against Concord Christian, and I believe the second for Brown in the ball game. Reagan Sheridan at the free throw line, where she has been perfect tonight. In fact, that's where all her scoring has come from, and she knocks down the first toss. She's 5 of 5 from the line, and Farragut leads by 3. Second one rips the net. Farragut up 34-30 with 4:20 to play. Thomas, guarded by Corum, man-to-man. Gives to Cooper. Cooper driving on Mullins, and Mullins got her tied up, got her hand on top of the ball on the drive into the paint, and she may be cramping. Cooper popped up off the deck and then grabbed her left calf, so might have gotten kicked or might be a cramp. See if they stretch her out. 34-30, Farragut by 4, and with the possession arrow after, yeah, indeed, it's just a cramp, after Mullins was able to get her hand on top of the ball as Cooper was driving through the lane, preparing to shoot. So the Lady Admirals with a 4-point lead and the ball. Cooper up. And a little gimpy as she heads to the Lion bench. I've got Farragut with a 30-second timeout and 2 fulls remaining. Concord Christian with 3 fulls and a 30. 4-point lead for Farragut. Lady Admirals with the ball as we approach the midpoint of the fourth quarter. KJ McNeely picked up by Delaney Jane Walker, man-to-man. Concord Christian's played man and zone. Farragut, I think, has been man the whole way. Lily Mullins picks up her dribble in front of the Farragut bench, gives to McNeely, and Coach Mayfield uses a 30-second timeout. So I believe that's it on the 30s. We got 2 fulls remaining. Our usual videographer for Farragut basketball and football, Nick Blankenship, also the proprietor of A-List Video Solutions, which can help you with all sorts of personal or business-related video. If you want to document a wedding, a funeral, maybe a family reunion, if you need to document a conference or presentation, let A-List Video Solutions help with its start-to-finish services. Other services provided by Nick and A-List Video Solutions, digital conversions of your old 8mm and VHS video. So give them a call. 865-679-2276. That's A-List Video Solutions, 865-679-2276. Farragut trying to go inside, coming out of the timeout, as McNeely looking down low on the block for Trinity Curry, and Curry's just able to get her fingertips on it. Couldn't secure the pass. It goes out of bounds, and Concord Christian gets the ball back with 3:40 to play. Farragut leading 34-30 on senior night. Thomas, guarded by Sheridan, drives right, off in the corner, gives it to Horst. Horst, guarded by Sheridan now, to the top of the key, rifles it to Brown left side, right back to Horst. Dribbles left against Carball all the way to the baseline, lost her dribble, grabs it back, gives to Walker. Walker left side, out top now to Brown. Sheridan on her currently as Brown gives off to Thomas. Thomas working against Mullins, into the paint, and fouled on a reach-in. That's going to be number 4 on senior Lily Mullins. 3:03 to play. And it's the team 4th, so that means 3 minutes and change to go in this ball game, or at least in regulation. And Concord Christian shooting free throws the rest of the way. This was a shooting foul, and so Thomas shooting 2 following Farragut's 4th foul of the quarter. And again, the 4th on Lily Mullins, and it is good. Second one, good as well.
Quarterback in for Lillians.
Two-point game. Farragut leading 34-32. Zone press for Concord Christian. Lily Mullins breaks it single-handedly, brings it into front court, fires to McNeely. Right side three for KJ is no good. Concord Christian, good box out of Trinity Curry. Thomas grabs the defensive rebound for the Lions. Gives it back to Keaton. Keaton down the lane, misses with the right hand, and Curry wrestles away the rebound. Flips it over to KJ. KJ into front court with 2:38 to go. KJ all the way to the basket. A late whistle, but a whistle, thank goodness, as Thomas is called. I was about to have an aneurysm if they didn't call that. So McNeely to shoot a pair. First toss, no good. KJ sat for 4 minutes and 13 seconds to finish out the first half. She has 6 points tonight. That was her first free throw attempt. It is no good. Second toss for KJ, good. Hits 1 of 2, and Farragut leads by 3, 35-32. Mullins is on the bench with 4 fouls. Farragut's got Jana Carbaugh, Trinity Curry, Anna Corum, Reagan Sheridan, and KJ McNeely on the floor. Playing defense, leading by 3 with 2:27 to play. And they're going to ask for, Concord Christian's going to ask for a 30-second timeout. So I've got the Lions with 3 timeouts remaining and Farragut with 2 timeouts remaining. Farragut getting some big turnovers in this quarter and capitalizing on them. 3 fourth quarter turnovers for Concord Christian. Farragut has turned it over 3 times itself this quarter. But beginning the fourth, the Lady Admirals were down 27-26, able to push ahead at 34-30, and currently it's 35-32 Lady Admirals. Leading scorer for Farragut, McNeely, Curry, and Mullins with 7 points apiece. Sheridan and Porter have 6. Raina Stiles with 2. Concord Christian being led by Kieran Keaton, who has 9 with 8, Cooper and Thomas. Lion basketball, 2:15 to play. Thomas with it out top. Farragut going zone, 1-3-1. Left side three-pointer, Horst, no good, and over the back. Good box out by the freshman Jana Carbaugh. Over the back will be Walker. I beg your pardon. They called Carbaugh for the foul on the box out. And so that's team foul number 5. And so Concord Christian, as previously mentioned, would be in the bonus. So Delaney Jane Walker, after an unusual call, will shoot free throws. The first one's no good. 35-32, Farragut by 3 with 1:58 to play. Zoe Porter, Lily Mullins in for Gabby Van Acker and Jana Carbaugh. Walker with a second free throw. Good. Her first point of the night. She hits 1 of 2, 35-33, Farragut by 2. Walker picks up KJ McNeely man-to-man full court. KJ blows by her. Down the lane with the right hand, scores. KJ, time for KJ to take over. Lady Admirals now lead by 4. KJ's got 9. Quickly Thomas back the other way. McNeely just shuts down the drive on the right side. Out top for a three-pointer by Cooper. Way offline. Rebounded away by Mullins. Concord Christian's been very deliberate much of this second half with their offense, but that was a quick 3 and it missed badly. A little different when you're trailing by 4, of course, as far as how deliberate you can be, but not a good shot. So Farragut with the basketball, and Coach Mayfield will use the timeout. They ask him whether he wants a 30 or a full. I think he's only got fulls remaining. And at that, I believe he's down to 1 left following this one. 1:19 to go in our ball game. Farragut leading 37-33. Let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut High School basketball, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David Zambi Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and a championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
So Farragut's got the ball and a 4-point lead, 37-33. They've trailed much of this game. Took a lead late in the third quarter before a three-pointer by Concord Christian gave them the 1-point edge going to the fourth. The Lions led 30-26. Farragut currently up 37-33. Coming out of Coach Mayfield's timeout, Sheridan gives the ball in to KJ McNeely. Walker on her man-to-man. Lily Mullins with the ball, pressured by Sherritts. Now Reagan Sheridan out top with the ball. Farragut running some clock, keeping the ball out top between the circles. And we've got an intentional foul, or flagrant, called on Concord Christian, I suppose. So the indication is Sherritts sort of wrestled, a wrestling move, dumped Lily Mullins on the hardwood across the way. And so as a result, Farragut will shoot two and have possession, continue to have possession of the ball. Mullins with the free throw, no good. Lily, 7 points tonight, but hasn't had the range at the free throw line. Finds the bottom of the net on the second one, though. So Lily hits her first free throw in 4 attempts. She's got 8. Farragut leads by 5 with 62 seconds to play. Into McNeely. 3 fouls on Concord Christian, 5 on Farragut. Lady Admirals with 1 timeout remaining. Concord Christian has 3. Mullins pressured out top by Sherritts, gives off to Reagan Sheridan. Double team on Reagan, ball knocked away. McNeely's trying to save it in rear court, and a bump and a foul on McNeely. Farragut flirting with a turnover as the ball was deflected into rear court. McNeely grabbed it, and then a collision as everybody was chasing the loose ball. McNeely had it a split second, bumped into, and a foul called on Concord Christian. I'm thinking it was 21. Keaton picking up the foul. And so Concord Christian using a timeout. Farragut in possession of the ball, leading 38-33 with 45 seconds to play. The Lions, 2 timeouts remaining. The Lady Admirals, 1 timeout remaining. The possession arrow is to Concord Christian. Both teams now are in the bonus the rest of the way. Again, 45 seconds to go in our fourth quarter. Concord Christian led 8-6 after 1, led 21-16 at halftime. Farragut took its first lead since 6-5 in the first quarter, late in the third quarter at 26-24, but the Lions hit a three-pointer to close out the third and led by 1 heading to the fourth, 27-26. The lead grew to 4 for Concord Christian early in the fourth quarter at 30-26. But the Lady Admirals currently with a 5-point lead, their biggest of the night. They'll inbound in rear court to McNeely. She's being hounded by Horst, and a grabbing foul. So 41 seconds to play. And KJ McNeely in a bonus situation steps to the free throw line where she is 1 of 2 tonight. KJ coming off a 26-point effort last Friday at Ray County, has 9 tonight, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Some first half foul difficulties kept her on the bench for more than 4 minutes. Free throw is good. KJ becomes the first player on either team to reach double figures. and looking for more. She's got it. Net hardly budged on either one of them. KJ hits 2 free throws. She's got 11, and Farragut leads 40-33. 39 seconds to play. Thomas in front court. Goes left, gives off to Cooper. Cooper to Brown, right side, guarded by Curry. Now out top with the ball, Keaton. Right side, Horst driving into the lane, and a whistle and a foul against Jana Carbaugh with 25 seconds to play. It'll be the 4th foul on Carbaugh. Lily Mullins to the scorer's table for Farragut. Delaney Jane Walker to the table for Concord Christian. And at the free throw line for Concord Christian, Presley Horst, sophomore with 2 points tonight, attempting her first free throw, and she makes it. So it's a 6-point game with 25.6 seconds to play. Horst, second toss, no good. McNeely the rebound. McNeely in rear court, tied up. Possession arrow to Concord Christian. 21.7 seconds to play. Lions get the ball back, trailing by 6. 2-possession game. Thomas drives the baseline, misses the layup. That's a walk underneath. No call. Miss on the putback. As stumbling under the basket was Keaton, but she missed the shot, so no damage done on the missed walking call. And now McNeely is going to be pushed and fouled in rear court with just 7.3 seconds to play. Foul on Brown. And Farragut will get up off the bench. Senior manager Ella Schlomer, who began this ball game, she's going to re-enter the game between free throws, be out there for the final, as Farragut with a 6-point lead has KJ McNeely at the line. First toss is good. She's got 12. Well, it's going to be another one that hasn't been pretty, but it's a victory for Farragut. And so Schlomer into the ball game, and senior Lily Mullins gets a nice hand as she goes to the bench here on senior night. KJ McNeely, second toss, short. Rebounded away by Thomas. That will keep Farragut from being able to sub. Thomas, a runner in front court for the Lions, no good. Putback, no good. And your final score will be Farragut 41, Concord Christian 34. The Lions now 13-11 overall on the season, and the Lady Admirals improve to 17-8. Again, not a thing of beauty. However, a 15-7 fourth quarter advantage for Coach Mayfield's Lady Admirals, and they win it by 7, 41-34. Again, 17-8 now on the season as they look ahead to Friday night's big district matchup with first place Bearden here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Boys action coming up in probably about 20 minutes or so. The introduction of the starting lineups. They're going to have senior night festivities here between games. So with that on its way, let's step aside, get a break for our sponsors. We'll return with the stats from our girls game, a look at these seniors and more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105, around the world at WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City. You're listening to West 105.
Life doesn't run on bank hours.
Probably
That's why
3
Citizens
minutes.
Bank offers
Probably.
checking accounts with tools you can use anytime, like mobile deposit, debit card controls, and online bill pay. Whether it's for your home or your business, you'll get options that work. And support from people based right here in Knoxville and Lenore City. Explore your options at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Thousands of LCUB electric customers are already enjoying our gig speed fiber internet's lightning fast symmetrical upload and download speeds with unlimited data, lag-free streaming and gaming, and the bandwidth to connect all their family's devices with ease. Plans start at just $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi included. Free installation, fixed pricing, local customer service, and no contracts. Why wait? Get connected now. Check availability at lcub.com.
Welcome to Willie's Wings, home of the secret sauce.
I'll take a dozen wings. Oh, by the way, I love that sauce. What's in it?
Can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a secret great.
While many financial advisors claim to have the secret sauce, they don't. In fact, if their sauce is so good, why are they keeping it a secret? Derek Miser of Miser Wealth Partners doesn't keep anything a secret. He knows there's much more to retirement planning than stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. That's 865-281-1616 or online at miserwealthpartners.com.
Where do you go for shrimp straight from the Gulf, wild salmon, and the best clam chowder in the South? The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market. The Shrimp Dock has fish delivered from the Atlantic, Pacific, and Gulf multiple times per week. Whether it's fish on the grill for two or a shrimp boil tailgate party for family and friends, the Shrimp Dock is your home for fresh seafood and shellfish. Open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan with Bryan Insurance Group. For your home, auto, or business, we are proud to represent the top carriers, including Erie Insurance, recently ranked #1 for auto insurance by Consumer Reports, along with Progressive, Geico, Allstate, Travelers, Foremost, Berkshire Hathaway, and Chubb. So you can compare and choose the coverage that fits your life the best. Start your custom quote today at bryaninsurance.com. That's BRYN insurance.com.
Insurance for every team of your life.
Shop Farragut loves
I can
Farragut
take it
sports.
after this.
From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
So the Senior Lady Admirals being recognized between games. Farragut toughing out a 41-34 win on senior night. Already recognized number 1, Anna Corum. Number 22, KJ McNeely. Now number 2, Lily Mullins. And making her way out is senior manager Ella Schlomer. Tonight she got the start and was on the floor at the end as well. Ella was wearing number 23 this evening, but a manager, senior manager for this Lady Admiral squad. Lady Admirals, of course, a bit hamstrung, you might say, by not being able to practice. With Knox County schools being out of session, they couldn't practice this week, so they come into tonight's ball game against a competitive Concord Christian team, sort of with one hand tied behind their back in terms of preparation. But they're able to pull away in the fourth quarter and turn a 1-point deficit into a 7-point win, 41-34. So those are your 4 Lady Admiral seniors: Corum, Mullins, McNeely, and Schlomer. And now the Farragut boys being recognized as the seniors, that is. And of course, outstanding group. The starting 5 all season long for Coach J.P. Burris consists of seniors. Aiden Foshi being recognized. Farragut playing its first game since last Friday, and Aiden was one of 5 Admirals in double figures. In fact, I guess it was that all-senior starting lineup. All of them were in double figures in the win over Ray County last Friday, 77-49. Now being recognized, Parker Lane. Parker, Coach Burris has said it before, going to be the leader in minutes played for his career at Farragut High School. Young man's been a contributor since day one. Parker had 14 last Friday against Ray County. Young man is a wizard at getting shots up in amongst the trees. He'll go in with guys seemingly a foot taller than him and somehow get a shot up, get it to go, and oftentimes draw contact and a foul. Now here's Dan Lanning. It's been enjoyable too, getting to chat a little bit with all of these guys after games over the course of the season. Of course, you look at the Lady Admirals, we've spoken over the years multiple times with Anna Corum and Lily Mullins. KJ McNeely, I've probably not talked to any player, male or female, over the years more than I have KJ McNeely in post games. But Dan Lanning, 12 points the last time out against Ray County. And he's there with his family and Coach Burris for the customary mid-court picture. Next up, Britton Lewis. He's the defensive stopper for the Admirals and just a tremendously heady player. He makes all of the plays that need to be made, a lot of the intangibles that Britton Lewis possesses. He had 15 points against Ray County when Farragut last in action on Friday. All of these guys were big contributors as Farragut a year ago eclipsed the 20-win mark. They're looking for win number 19 tonight. Reed Vining. All of these guys, I feel like, would rank among what is admittedly a long list of favorites over the years, but you gotta love the way Reed plays, the way he rebounds, his defensive intensity. He plays so much bigger than his listed 6'4" stature, and honestly, that's probably generous. But Vining had 14 points against Ray County the other night, but his effort under the glass in the paint for the Admirals, his physical presence is a huge difference. Gives the Farragut an advantage most nights for certain. Hayden Duncan. Hayden Duncan, senior manager for the Admirals. We'll see if Hayden perhaps dons number 34 tonight. I suspect he will. So what a group of seniors for Farragut. Senior manager Hayden Duncan, and then the 5 night-in, night-out starters. Now they'll be recognizing the cheerleaders and dance team members. And unfortunately, I don't have the script on that. Laura Gwynn. And actually, that'll be the only cheerleader. So that will conclude the senior recognitions between games. As always, outstanding group. And looking forward to our boys contest coming up as the Admirals have won 4 consecutive games. The streak started bouncing back from that lopsided loss at Bearden. Farragut absolutely played, in particular the first half, one of its best games of the year at Hardin Valley in bounce-back fashion, winning 81-61. That was back on January 20th. They followed that up with a hard-nosed 73-67 win at home over Oak Ridge. That was on Friday the 23rd of January. Then we had weather that interfered with the schedule, but on Thursday, January 29th, so a week ago tomorrow, Farragut won in convincing fashion here at home over district rival Lenoir City, 76-49. And then last Friday night, when Farragut was last in action, the Admirals ran away from the Golden Eagles down in Evansville at Ray County High School, as the Admirals won that one 77-49. Again, all 5 starters for Coach J.P. Burris, the seniors, were in double figures Britton Lewis leading the way with 15. Parker Lane and Reed Viding 14 points apiece. Dan Lanning and Aiden Foshee both had 12. As Farragut improved to 18-7, 8-2 in the district. Again, obviously tonight, this is a non-district matchup against Concord Christian. Farragut returning to district play Friday night, hosting Bearden. Be a great scene. Encourage you to come out to catch what is always an exciting matchup, always a tremendous atmosphere for high school basketball. But as Farragut heads into that one, Bearden will be undefeated in district play. They are 9-0. They do not have any games on the schedule that I am aware of tomorrow night. I would not think they would schedule anything, of course, a night before playing Farragut. Meanwhile, the Admirals are second in the district at 8-2. Oak Ridge is third at 5-4. The Wildcats played Ray County last night at home and defeated the Golden Eagles 79-46. So Oak Ridge now 5-4 in the district. Lenore City is 5-5. Hardin Valley 3-6. McMinn County, which is hosting Oak Ridge tonight, is 2-6. Ray County, with last night's loss at Oak Ridge, is now 0-9. So Farragut and Bearden Friday night. Also Friday night in District 4 4A tilts, Oak Ridge will host Hardin Valley and McMinn County will be at Ray County. We've got, of course, Friday night's broadcast, and then the only remaining regular season broadcast here on West 105 is next Tuesday as Farragut concludes district play down in Athens, taking on the Cherokees of McMinn County. They will finish out the season a week from Friday, non-district matchup at McMinn Central. And there's also the Fulton game that has been moved around multiple times. They'll have to get that one in next week. I think they've already set a date on that. I will have to check, but obviously it's not being played this week. They're not playing tomorrow. And again, Bearden's coming up on Friday night. So 2 more regular season broadcasts for us on West 105, and then we turn our attention, of course, to the postseason tournaments. And right now, as I mentioned with the district standings, both the Admirals and Lady Admirals firmly entrenched in second place. So the guys are warming up. Lady Admirals were victorious, 41-34. I don't believe I've gotten you the stats from that game, so let's do that. 8-6, Concord Christian led our girls contest after 1. They built a 21-16 lead. That was at the half. Let's see, 15-12. Yeah, so 21-16 Concord Christian led at the half. Farragut with a 10-6 third quarter advantage, closed to within 1, 27-26 heading to the fourth. And then in the fourth quarter, the Lady Admirals with a 15-7 edge. They win at 41-34. I had Concord Christian with 11 turnovers tonight and the Lady Admirals with 18. Looking at the individual scoring for the Lions, Kira Cooper with 8 points. Presley Horst with 3 points. She was 1 of 2 from the line. Emery Thomas, 3 of 3 from the line, 1 3-pointer. She finished with 8. Delaney Jane Walker, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 point. Adeline No, 0 of 2 from the line, did not score. Kieran Keaton with 9 points, including a pair of 3. She was 1 of 2 from the foul line. And Brooklyn Brown, 3 of 4 from the line tonight, 5 points. As collectively, Concord Christian was 60% from the line, 9 of 15, and they had the 3 3-pointers. For Farragut, Lily Mullins, 1 of 4 from the line. Big 3-pointer for Lily in the fourth quarter. She finished with 8 points, forced a number of turnovers as well. With that feisty defense she's known for. Zoe Porter, 2 big threes in the third quarter as she totaled 6 points. Reagan Sheridan, 6 of 6 from the foul line tonight. 6 points for Reagan. Trinity Curry with 7 points, including a big 3 in the fourth. KJ McNeely, 3 of 5 from the line. 12 points for KJ. Sat the final 4 minutes and 13 seconds of the first half and scored 6 of her 12 in helping Farragut get over the hump in the fourth. So KJ with 12. Raina Stiles, by the way, 2 points tonight for the Lady Admirals, who shot 10 of 15 as a team from the foul line, 67%. Again, Concord Christian was 9 of 15. And while Concord Christian had 3 threes, Farragut had 4, all of those coming in the second half as Porter hit 2, Mullins and Curry 1 apiece. Pleased to be joined by Coach Jason Mayfield. And Coach, another situation where you don't have any practice leading up to it. It's a competitive Concord Christian team. I guess the games on their schedule that I looked at that jumped out to me was that they played Oak Ridge in December within a week of when Farragut did, and it was a very similar margin. I think they won by 3, you guys won by 5, and then they turned around and went to Etowah or Englewood, whatever that is down there where McMinn Central is, and you know, they've always got a great team, and it was a 10-point game, so it's like, you know what, they can play, and they proved they could play tonight. They're disruptive defensively, even more so when you hadn't had a chance to practice.
Yeah, he does a good job. You know, if you're Concord, you schedule this, you know, for a couple reasons. You probably want some competition at the end of the season, but you also
got nothing to lose.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose, and you think that you can win it. You're not going to schedule a game at the end of the year just to go get blown out by 30. So we tried to tell that to our players and said the exact same 2 scores that you just said to them. You have to shoot around, but it's kind of like Lenoir City. It's like, fortunately, with Lenoir City, we had at least 1 practice. This one, we haven't had any. Besides, we spent a little bit longer in a shoot-around today when we could start things at 3 o'clock. But, you know, just for some reason, this has been a few games in a row where it's just you got to make enough plays at the end, and luckily we did.
And you hope it serves you well down the road.
Yeah, you know? and it does. And if you know, and it's different things that it's different, and this is kind of who we are anyway, but it's different people that are able to get in there and do different things. Like on the offensive side, Zoe's back-to-back threes kind of got us going a little bit. Trinity made a huge 3. Lily made a huge 3 that you already mentioned. And then KJ just kind of does, you know, her normal thing. And yeah, I mean, some of it was Concord's defense. They were pretty feisty, and they were getting after it. It was, but I know we were just a step slow. That's why we had so many fouls. You could just tell. We were just a step slow in help, step slow in closeouts. And, you know, we say it all the time, practice matters. And but luckily we were able to come up with some key plays, some good stops at the end. And, you know, like you said, Reagan Sheridan being 6 for 6 from the free throw line is huge. It's just kind of we got to piece it all together at some point, and that's what we're doing.
You know, in a game like this, everything's big. When it's that close throughout, everything's big. So what about this group of seniors and Ella Schlomer tonight getting a chance to be on the floor at the beginning of the game and on the floor at the end of the game?
Yeah, it's not something we typically do. And, you know, our players wanted it to happen. So they asked me, and then I put it in Ella's court. Just said, it's funny. I've seen Ella play in like a little church league. We go over there and watch them, and it's not like she doesn't know what she's doing. You know, she gets on the court here, and it's a lot going on versus the church league. But yeah, that's the reason that we did it. Ella's amazing. You can see the cheers for her and things like that, just in the building. Just an amazing kid. She's actually my next door neighbor, and we don't really have a lot of managers, but Blair and Ella both are awesome. Ella was out of town last week, and things didn't quite feel the same because she wasn't here. So she's as valuable as a player is, and you know, it's just great to have her around.
So you got Anna Corum, Lily Mullins, KJ McNeely. You know, I've talked with those young ladies numerous times the last few years. KJ, I think I've probably talked to more than anybody in all the years I've been doing this. It's possible that Morgan Carball, maybe I talked to Morgan as many times. You know, I mean, because she was a player from her freshman year on that was prominent. But KJ's right there with Annie Priest and Morgan Carball for the most post-game conversations. But a great young lady, all of these girls are, as always, with this program.
They are. I'm very, very fortunate. I say it all the time. I mean, all 3 of those other seniors that play, you know, Anna, Lily, and KJ, I mean, I can't speak highly enough. And, you know, there's frustrating things like that happen on the court, and I try to tell them all the time. That doesn't mean I value any less, anything like that. Like Lily's best sometimes when you jump in her a little bit, and she was really good like late. But I mean, all 3 are quality. Anna's kind of found herself a little role there defensively, and kind of, with all the injuries, we were putting Anna some tough spots early in the season, and you know, she's just not quite as confident as we would like, as she was like shooting the ball and all that kind of stuff. But I told Anna and Lily both when they were in middle school, and, you know, at Farragut and stuff, and I was just like, they just play so hard. They work so hard together that I couldn't wait to coach them. Like it's just something about those two players, and just because of those two, who've grown up and I've been coming to our camps and all that kind of stuff. But just amazing kids. You already said Lily is disruptive and all of that kind of stuff defensively, and then you add KJ from Arizona randomly, and it's been a really good 4 years. Been a really fun, really I don't know, just a really fun 4 years with those three and Ella. And just we only have one captain, but I tell them their senior leadership is important, regardless of what they're doing. They're really doing a job. I know that they want to continue to win as long as we can go. I'll be honest. There's been some groups that I don't know that that's always been the case, but this group, really wants to get in here and work and all those other things. And they're great to have. Great families too. Just amazing.
Well, great families, great quality young ladies. Contributing players for multiple years on the court. And then I got a feeling they're probably pretty strong in the classroom, because that's the tradition as well.
Yeah, it's crazy what I don't know it off the top of my head. I can't remember right
those
now.
Those weighted GPAs.
Those GPAs and the ACT scores are out of this world. It's amazing what they can do. They'll all be successful. KJ wants to do broadcasting. Lily will be some type of business. I think Anna was doing nursing, some type of medical thing. So
nice.
But yeah, they're awesome kids. We have a bunch of them, and I love the culture around here, just at the school, the community. It's been a really good 14 years.
We got the Hall of Fame coming up on Saturday, and it's always interesting to see what these former student athletes have gone on and done with their lives. And I bet you could write a book in your 14 years with what these girls have gone on to do, and how proud you are of them professionally and their families and such. But yeah, it's interesting to hear the different things, right? Business, nursing, broadcasting. That's runs the gamut.
Yeah, it's and they'll be everywhere too. It's fun how our players are everywhere down in Texas, California, and all over the place. And it's a good program. Very fortunate to lead it. Got great assistants that have helped out along the way, all the whole 14 years. And, it's been awesome. Been a good ride, and hopefully, like I said, season-wise, we'll have another month here to continue as far as we can go.
So you got Bearden Friday night. I don't know what else needs to be said. It's Bearden here at Farragut, and you're looking for obviously a better showing than what you had in January.
Yeah, I tried to watch it. We had 4 days off here, and I didn't watch it after the game. I already knew, and then I tried to watch it. I made it about halfway through the third quarter. I was like, it's pretty easy. We'll have film tomorrow. It's pretty easy to pretty easy to tell them what we need to do. We got to be tougher.
Yeah. Well,
I've got one right now. Thank you.
6 o'clock, of course, the typical tip time on Friday night, and Coach, enjoy your day of practice leading up to
one day.
Of practice.
We'll make the most of it.
Coach Jason Mayfield.
Thanks, Eric.
On senior night, talking about 4 outstanding Lady Admiral seniors, manager Ella Schlomer, as well as Lily Mullins, Anna Corum, and KJ McNeely, as Farragut wins 41-34. McNeely with 12 points, the leading scorer. Again, Mullins chipped in 8 big points. Trinity Curry with 7. Zoe Porter, Reagan Sheridan 6 points apiece. Raina Stiles with 2. The game was generally nip and tuck the whole way, so all of those points were critical. And so now we turn our attention to the starting lineups for our boys contest. Appreciate Mr. Lanning sharing some kind words, as Concord Christian in the Road Maroon being introduced first. It'll be Kobe Ward, number 1, a 5'7" freshman. Number 5, Hudson Willis, 5'11", a sophomore. Concord Christian, as best I can tell, is 11-12 this season. Number 12, Sergio Villatoro, a sophomore. number 40, Asher No, a sophomore, and number 42, Jake Johnson, a senior. A couple of wide bodies in the post in No and Johnson. Dan Lanning. Again, appreciate the kind words of his dad just a moment ago. Dan, 6'1", a senior, coming off a 12-point output at Ray County. How about number 10, Reed Vining, 6'4", senior. Continuing the all-senior starting lineup on senior night. It's always an all-senior starting lineup for Coach Burris. It's Britton Lewis, 6'3", is 15 points to lead Farragut Friday night at Ray County. Number 20, Aiden Foshee, 6'3", and Parker Lane, 5'9". The Admirals are 18-7 on the year. Again, I think Concord Christian's 11-12. From what I can gather, their last game, a loss against Providence Academy a week ago today. Of course, Farragut's last game last Friday, 77-49 at Ray. They'll have Ward to jump. He won't bother as we are full speed ahead. Reed Vining an uncontested jump to begin our ball game. Tips it over to Dan Lanning. Admirals with the first possession in their home white Navy numerals. Again, Concord Christian. The girls wore black. The guys are in maroon. Out top, Aiden Foshee over Vining's screen. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken away by Jake Johnson of the Lions. Concord Christian coached by Mike Evers. Farragut, of course, coached by J.P. Burris. He's assisted by Adam Jenkins, Corey Johnson, Randy Swartz and troop. Concord driving left baseline, missing at the rim. That was Villataro. Here's a putback. Nope, he chose not to shoot it after pivoting in the paint. Asher No releases the ball back out top after grabbing the offensive rebound off the miss again of Villataro. Three-pointer out top, no good. Ball knocked around. Concord Christian's going to come up with another ball, but now they throw it away. Dan Lanning with a steal. Lanning leading the break in front court all the way to the rack. Scores and is fouled. Concord Christian had the numbers defensively, but Lanning unimpeded to the basket, and then a foul. So chance at a three-point play.
Fouls on Hudson Willis, his first, team first. Basket good for Dan Lanning.
Lanning with the basket, and the free throw. I was looking down trying to figure out who the foul was on. They hadn't put it on the board, but unless it got knocked out of bounds. Maybe he missed it and it got knocked out of bounds. Concord Christian with the ball, Farragut leading 2-0. That's a walk or a double dribble. Take your choice. Take your pick. So Ward got the ball hung up on his leg as he was going to release a pass. Commits the turnover. Farragut with a 2-0 lead just underway on senior night at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Farragut and Concord Christian. Aiden Foshee comes around, doesn't take the ball from Lewis, who will shoot a three. Missed it. Foshee got the rebound and scores on the stick back. Aiden Foshee gives Farragut a 4-0 lead. Lions quickly in front court attacking the basket, and Sergio Villatoro scores on the drive. Farragut in front court, Dan Lanning. Lanning into the lane, fires into the corner, Britton Lewis. Three-pointer, bang, from the left corner. Britton Lewis knocks down the first from long range tonight, and Farragut leads 7-2. Admirals pressing, ball comes in to No. Back to Hudson Willis. Willis in front court, into the corner. Johnson will launch a three, no good. Lanning, backside rebound for the Admirals. Dan in front court, all the way to the basket, off the glass, finger roll, good. Dan Lanning twice now attacking the basket, and Farragut leads 9-2. Lions in front court with the basketball, moving to the baseline. It's Willis, and he's going to be fouled by Aiden Foshee. It'll be his first, and the team first. Inbound feed comes to No, gives it back to the inbounder, Kobe Ward. Ward into the lane, fade away, missed badly. Rebound by Foshee. Ahead to Lanning. Lanning spinning, left side of the paint. Underneath, finds Britton Lewis. Lewis hesitates, then goes up and scores. Britton with 5 points here early. Farragut trapping in rear court on Willis. Throw it away. Ball off the backboard. It's picked up by Lewis, who scores at the rim despite absorbing a body block from Jake Johnson. And an and one opportunity for Britton Lewis, able to finish strong through the contact.
Fouls on Jake Johnson, his first.
So Lewis with 7 points and an and one opportunity after Farragut turns Concord Christian over with a trap in rear court. The pass went off the side of the backboard. Lewis grabbed the ricochet, went straight to the basket, scored the bucket, and now scores the free throw. 8 points for Britton. Farragut leads 14-2 right out of the gates. Steal in rear court. Aiden Foshee off to Dan Lanning. Could have shot the three. Instead, over to Parker Lane. Right side three. Splash. Parker with the three, his first basket. The Admirals lead it 17-2. Concord Christian working in front court. It's Kobe Ward splitting a double team. Drops it off on the baseline. Villatoro with the fadeaway. Good. Villatoro scores the bucket. He's got 4. And it'll be Coach Evers using a 30-second timeout. 17-4. Farragut leading. 4:47 to go in our opening quarter on senior night. The 5 starters, all seniors, and in addition, manager Hayden Duncan, recognized between games tonight. Lady Admirals victorious 41-34, and the guys off to a strong start, leading 17-4. 8 points from Britton Lewis, 4 for Dan Lanning, 3 from Parker Lane, and 2 for Aiden Foshee. For Concord Christian, Sergio Villatoro has both baskets. Parker Lane in front court, picked up man-to-man by Kobe Ward, and Farragut threw the ball away. Making the steal, sort of gift wrap to him, Asher No, Farragut's first turnover. Into front court, Ward. Ward driving against Lane, lost his dribble, grabs it back, circles to the left wing. Parker Lane continues to be on Ward man-to-man. Between the circles, the pass goes to Asher No, gives it back to Ward. Britton Lewis has switched on to him for the time being. Out top with the ball, Jake Johnson. Johnson into the corner to Willis. He'll drive baseline, shut down there by Foshee. Back for a three on the right side that is missed by Johnson. Rebound goes to Farragut's Dan Lanning. Midway through our opening quarter, Farragut by 13 as Lanning gives to Parker Lane. Parker to Reed Vining. High post, he walked. Reed maybe just a little bit casual on the play. And Farragut with its second turn. In front court, fired ahead to Johnson, and he walked. Farragut catches a break. They were kind of caught napping a little bit. Concord Christian firing the ball a step ahead of the retreating Farragut defense to Johnson, but he shuffled his feet as he went in for the layup. Third turnover for Concord Christian. Lanning in front court, lobs to the rim for Vining. Beautifully done. Reed Vining, I thought that was going to be beyond his reach, but just with a little tap, kisses it off the window, and Vining's got his first basket. Farragut in front court, actually Concord Christian, in front court, and they take steps. That's turnover number 4. Vining a moment ago with the beautiful basket, his first. And so 5 Admirals, all 5 starters, all the seniors, have scored already in this first quarter. 3:25 to go first quarter, and Farragut up 19-4. As Lanning, guarded by Villatoro, shovels it off right side to Britton Lewis. Lewis working against No. Into the paint, can't get the shot off, gives on the baseline right side to Reed Vining. Back out top to Parker Lane. Vining will set the screen. Parker in the lane, floater, right hand, off the back of the rim. Put back by Reed Vining, good. Vining catches the rebound, shoots it all in one motion without touching the hardwood. He's got 4 as he scores on the stick back. 21-14. Inside, shot up, and we've got a whistle late against Reed Vining.
Fouls on Reed Vining, his first.
They went inside. No, with a pump fake, got Vining airborne and apparently got him with the body. I think he hit the ball cleanly, but got him with the body. And so No attempting the free throw, which is no good. It's the second foul on Farragut. Foshee and Vining both have one. Farragut subbing for the first time as Foshee and Lanning out of the ball game. Second free throw is good by the left-handed Asher No. So he hits 1 of 2. It's 21 to 15. Or 21 to 5, excuse me. Out top, Reed Vining, three-pointer, no good. How about a rebound by Connor Everly just into the ball game? No good. Third try, yes. Reed Vining cleans it up. He's got 6. So Connor Everly and Matthew Dickens have checked into the ball game. Concord Christian against the press, gets it into front court. Quick shot up on the drive, and that is good by Villatoro. Sophomore has 6 of Concord Christian's 7 points. And it's 23-7 Admirals. Matthew Dickens, top of the key, gives to Reed Vining. He's going to try a 3. Second three-pointer that Reed's tried, it's no good. Rims out. I doubt Reed has shot or attempted 2 threes previously this season. Spinning, Asher No to the basket. Nope, won't go. Rebounded away by Vining. Ahead to Britton Lewis. Lewis in front court. Right side, Matthew Dickens. And Dickens on the break scores. Matthew Dickens off the assist from Britton Lewis. 25-7 Farragut leading. Concord Christian in front court. Jake Johnson. Right side, spins to the baseline. Walked a mile, no call. Threw it away. Farragut with the steal. Admirals in front court. It'll be Dickens giving the ball back to Parker Lane. He'll score the layup. Farragut with the numbers. And now a throw ahead for Concord Christian and a foul at the rim. They threw it ahead to Jake Johnson, and he found his cutting teammate Villatoro, and he was fouled by the Admirals' Connor Everly, his first and the team third. And so Villatoro, who has 6 points, will shoot his first free throws of the game. Admirals leading 27-7 with 1:23 to go in our first quarter. Villatoro's free throw is no good. Into the ball game, Aiden Foshee and Dan Lanning return, replacing Parker Lane, Britton Lewis. Reed Vining's going to check out as well. And so into the lineup for the first time tonight for Coach Burris will be the sophomore, number 33, Alex Evans. Villatoro, having missed the first free throw, puts up the second, and too strong. Rebounded by Lanning. Dan Lanning in front court for the Admirals, picked up by Villatoro. Aiden Foshee, wide open look for 3. Good. Foshee with his first 3 and Farragut's third, I believe. Admirals up 30-7. Concord Christian in front court. They break the press, but the shot down low is blocked by Alex Evans. Going up for the shot was Cooper Sloan, but his shot was blocked by Evans, who was able to recover defensively. Farragut in front court, up 23. Lanning to the baseline, right side, fires into the left corner, or to the wing rather, on the left side, to Foshee. Foshee nearly got it caught up on his hip. Out top with a pass to Dan Lanning. Moves to the free throw line. Gives it back to Matthew Dickens. Dickens over to Connor Everly. Everly, guarded by Brady Martin, goes down low to Evans. Evans in the lane, fades and hits. Alex Evans, sophomore, with his first basket. 32-7, the Admirals leading. 25 seconds to go opening quarter. Brady Martin all the way to the basket for Concord Christian. Missed it, grabbed his own miss though. Fires out on the perimeter. Three-pointer by Sloan is good. Cooper Sloan, the big man, steps outside and knocks down a 3 after Martin kept it alive, grabbing his own miss. 32-10, Farragut by 22. Lanning, the lane comes wide open, and Dan, uncontested all the way to the bucket, scores. They'll heave it the length of the floor, no good, as the first quarter comes to a close. Lanning with the final basket, giving him 6 and giving Farragut a 24-point cushion after 1. It's Farragut 34, Concord Christian 10 here on senior night. Back in 1 minute with second quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan with Bryan Insurance Group. For your home, auto, or business, we are proud to represent the top carriers, including Erie Insurance, recently ranked #1 for auto insurance by Consumer Reports, along with Progressive, Geico, Allstate, Travelers, Foremost, Berkshire Hathaway, and Chubb. So you can compare and choose the coverage that fits your life the best. Start your custom quote today at BryanInsurance.com. That's BRYAN Insurance.com.
Insurance for every season of your life.
Second quarter set to get underway here at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. It's senior night. Lady Admirals a winner, 41-34. Anna Corum, Lily Mullins, KJ McNeely. Lady Admiral seniors recognized, as well as manager Ella Schlomer, who got to play a little bit tonight. Lady Admirals with the victory. Improving to 17-8. Guys looking for their 19th win of the year, leading 34-10 as we get the second quarter underway. Concord Christian with the first possession. Looked like an extra step on the drive to the basket by Jake Johnson. He missed at the rim. Farragut clears away the rebound. Into front court, Dan Lanning off to Aiden Foshee. Looked like Foshee might have taken an extra step out top as well. Now Lanning takes the pass from Foshee, head fakes the three against Villatoro, moves to the free throw line, off to Connor Everly. Everly drives the lane and scores. Connor Everly, Farragut Jr. with his first basket, and the Admirals on the board first in the second quarter, leading 36-10. The 8th player to score for Coach Burris's Admirals. Out top, Kobe Ward steps back against Dickens for a three-pointer that is short. Long rebound claimed by Dan Lanning. Lanning into front court, fires over to Aiden Foshee. Foshee leaves it off with Alex Evans. Alex Evans underneath, scores with the left hand. Nicely done by Aiden. And Evans now with 4 points. Farragut leads 38-10. Kobe Ward guarded by Matthew Dickens. You got Connor Everly, Dan Lanning, Aiden Foshee, and Alex Evans on the floor as well. Here's a baseline jumper for Concord Christian. No good, but keeping it alive. Martin, he had shot and missed, kept it alive. Now the ball stolen away out top. Matthew Dickens with a steal, gives back to Lanning. Lanning steps around a defender in the lane and scores with a right hand. Lanning's got 8 as he worked around Jake Johnson to get the shot up off the window. Into front court, Kobe Ward spinning against Dickens and threw it in a lot of traffic. It's batted away, but Ward grabs the loose basketball and moves over to the left wing, and now out top, setting up the half-court offense. Farragut leading 40-10 with 6:05 to go first half. They'll go inside to Sloan. Sloan spins against Alex Evans, and he blocked the shot from behind, but they'll call a foul as Evans from behind apparently got the body, and so first foul on Alex Evans, first foul of the second quarter. At the line, shooting a couple, Cooper Sloan, Concord Christian senior, who knocked down a first quarter three-pointer. Sergio Villatoro with 6 to lead Concord Christian. Sloan has 3, now make it 4 as he hits the first of 2 free throws. And Asher No, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 point for No. That's Concord Christian scores. Meanwhile, Farragut's checking out Dan Lanning, checking out everybody. Britton Lewis and Reed Vining return to the floor. Parker Lane returns to the floor. And the Admirals get Wesley Jenkins into the game as well as Bennett Wright. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Britton Lewis. He'll bring it in front court as Farragut leads 40-11. At the free throw line, Vining takes it, hands it right back to Lewis. In turn to Jenkins. Jenkins comes left, hands off on the left wing to Bennett Wright. Wright gives it out up top to Parker. Parker Lane, left side to Jenkins. Admirals spread around the perimeter. Hand off to Lewis. Lewis goes left down the lane, into the corner to Parker Lane. Ward, good closeout. Now Parker into the paint with a jumper, no good. Rebounded away by Willis of the Lions. Johnson in front court, gives it back to Willis. Willis pursued by Farragut's Bennett Wright. Bumped and fouled. Foul on Wright. Team second foul. First on Wright. Sloan checks out of the ball game for Concord Christian. Back into the lineup, Asher No. No takes the inbound from Ward. Gives it out top to Martin. Ward takes it right side. Pushing off on Parker Lane as he moves to the top of the key, and we're going to have a moving screen set out top. Farragut just right in the hip pockets of the Lions, and so trying to free a teammate, Brady Martin sets a moving screen. Offensive foul, his first of the game. And I'm trying to think, did they get a shot up? I don't think they did, so that'll be a turnover. Their sixth. Reed Vining tries a three, missed it, tried to follow his own shot, but it's rebounded away by Willis of Concord Christian. Willis for the Lions in front court, picked up by Farragut's Bennett Wright. Off to Kobe Ward. Wright switches to him. Ward driving left side. Reed Vining, big block, and blocked it to his teammate Parker Lane. Lane in front court to Reed. Three-pointer on the move, short. Reed's going to get one of those before it's all said and done. Ball trickles out of bounds off of Farragut. I tell you, can't say enough about all of these guys. Vining is among his strengths. He's not necessarily looking for the emphatic block out of bounds. He wants to keep it on the court, in play, where Farragut essentially has themselves a turnover. A takeaway. He denies in the post and made the steal. Gets it ahead to Wesley Jenkins. Jenkins in front court. Cross-court pass goes left side to Parker Lane. Now it'll be Bennett Wright. Open three. No good. Vining. Offensive rebound to Britton Lewis. Right side three for Britton. No good. Parker Lane the rebound. Works underneath and scores. Admirals get multiple cracks at it, and Parker Lane scores underneath, making it 42-11. Just under the midway point of the second quarter as Ward brings the ball in front court. Vining denying, makes the steal at the high post. Vining bringing it in front court, fouled by Kobe Ward. Reed with back-to-back steals for the Admirals, and Ward picks up the personal, his first, and the team second. 3:41 to go until halftime. Britton Lewis out of the ball game as Farragut gets Braden Atwell, number 14, a sophomore, into the lineup. Vining, maybe an ill-advised shot attempt was on its way, but Ward committed the foul, and so Reed's going to shoot two free throws, the first of which rims out. Reed had launched himself toward the basket for a shot from pretty far out. Fouled by Ward and hits the second free throw. 7 points for Reed. Farragut leads 43-11. 8 for Lanning and Lewis, 7 for Lane and Vining, 4 for Alex Evans, 5 for Aiden Foshee, 2 apiece Dickens and Everly. Here's a three-pointer by Ward out top for Concord Christian, no good. Rebound by Farragut's Bennett Wright. Ahead to Parker Lane. He's going to lob for Reed down low, and it'll be a little bit too tall. Vining skying, but couldn't quite reel that one in. So the Admirals in transition commit the turnover. And Concord Christian with the ball, trailing by 32. Farragut's got up off the bench. Hayden Duncan, number 34, senior manager. Ball goes top of the key to Asher No in the lane. He's double teamed. Pivots. Suddenly it came open as Farragut backed off, but he missed in tight with the left hand. Kept alive by Concord Christian, however. Driving to the baseline. Unable to shoot against Bennett Wright is Hudson Willis. So Willis shut down nicely by Wright. Throws the ball back out top to Martin. Martin over on the left side with a pass to Jake Johnson. Johnson penetrates into the paint. Absorbs some contact. And they call the foul on Johnson. I don't know about that. Seemed like that would have probably been a pretty good no call. Wesley Jenkins checks out of the ball game, and to the delight of the crowd, senior manager Hayden Duncan enters the lineup wearing number 34. Parker Lane in front court. Head fakes a three behind Reed Vining's screen. Now drives to the baseline, rips it left side to right for a three-point attempt. No good. Rebounded away by Kobe Ward. Concord Christian with the basketball. 2:20 to go, first half. Ahead on the left wing to Villatoro. Working against Duncan. Now fires it back out top for a three-point attempt that is missed by Asher No. Rebound by Duncan. The crowd roars its approval. Farragut in front court. Reed Viney. Surely he's going to shoot the three. He does. Wouldn't go. Batted out of bounds off of Farragut. Reed hits one of those. This place is going to explode. 2 minutes to go, first half. Admirals continue to sub in and out as Aiden Foshee. Let's see, you got Dan Lanning, Parker Lane, Aiden Foshee, Reed Vining, and Hayden Duncan on the floor. Reed anticipates a pass, got the steal. Here comes a dunk for Reed. Two-handed throwdown. Vining's got 9, and that is a third steal for Vining, who's just seeing those passes coming from a mile away. And a timeout taken by Concord Christian. A full timeout with 1:44 to go in our first half, and Farragut leading 45-11. 45-11. Dusty Street back in our WFIV studios. Our producer, Tony Cox, behind the camera tonight. If you're watching the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel, Tony filling in for our usual videographer for both Farragut football and basketball, Nick Blankenship. Nick also is the proprietor of A-List Video Solutions, which stands ready to assist with all sorts of family gatherings, maybe weddings, funerals, reunions. If you need to document a conference or presentation, let A-List Video Solutions help with its start to finish services. They also do a lot of digital conversions, converting 8mm and VHS video to a digital format, saving those memories from yesteryear. So give A-List Video Solutions a call. Their number is 865-679-2276. Again, A-List Video Solutions, 865-679-2276. Concord Christian with the ball, trailing by 34, late first half. Three-pointer, no good from out top. I believe that was Martin on the attempt. Farragut's Britton Lewis the rebound. Britton Lewis gives off to Dan Lanning. Works behind Duncan's screen. Here's Duncan, three-pointer out top. High arcing shot, offline. Rebounded away by Concord Christian. The Lions in front court. Kobe Ward to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, into the right corner to Willis. His three-pointer, uncontested, nobody there for a closeout. Missed it, but Farragut's Duncan with the rebound. Ahead to Dan Lanning. Lanning to the basket with the right hand, scores around Jake Johnson. Lanning's got 10, and Farragut leads 47-11. 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Lions in front court. Lanning steals it away from Johnson. 2-on-1 break. It'll be Britton Lewis with the dunk. Lanning gives it ahead to Britton Lewis, and Lewis throws it down. He's got 10. Farragut leads 49-11. 10 turnovers for Concord Christian. Ward, nice drive, and the shovel pass off to Jake Johnson, who lays it up and in from underneath. 49-13. Farragut by 36. Under a half minute to go. First half. Lanning working back and forth off of Duncan's screen, picks up his dribble, gives to Aiden Foshee. Foshee, a little crossover left side, pulls up for a mid-range jumper. Good. Aiden Foshee with 7, and the Admirals lead 51-13. 10 seconds to go. Kobe Ward in front court, driving on Parker Lane, spinning in the paint, walking, no call, threw it up off the backboard, no good. Lane ahead to Lanning. Lanning trying to beat the horn, missed the layup, and it's knocked out of bounds. Dan lost a handle on it on the way up. And the Admirals will go to the locker room after holding Concord Christian to just 3 second quarter points. It's the Admirals leading by 38 at halftime, 51-13 on senior night. Back in 2 minutes to take a look at the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105 and around the world at WFIV.com and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big, no job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax, we do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Selling or buying a home this spring? In Farragut, Knoxville, Lenore City, and Maryville, experience matters. Trust a realtor. Homeowners know best. Phil Cobble of Phil Cobble Fine Homes and Land. With 46 years of success and over $1 billion in homes sold, Phil delivers expert guidance, smart marketing.
How long did you call for?
To the bank.
We can do 2 minutes.
To chance. Call Phil Cobble today at 865-805-4664 for your private home evaluation.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hearthside Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates, personalized service, and flexible terms, we have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David Zambi Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
Senior night at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. The Lady Admirals with a hard-fought 41-34 victory over a feisty and competitive Concord Christian girls team. Lady Admirals led by KJ McNeely's 12 points, 6 of those coming in the fourth quarter as Farragut went from being down 1 to winning by 7 over the final 8 minutes, improving to 17-8 on the season. Of course, both these teams, boys and girls, unable to practice with school being out. Knox County doesn't permit any extracurriculars if school's not in session. This game being the exception. There was no school today, but I think, common sense said that you've got Concord Christian and Farragut. Nobody's traveling any distance at all. And with the rain today and the warmer temperatures, if there was an issue this morning, certainly there wasn't going to be a problem tonight. And so for once, they were allowed to play. And so again, the Lady Admirals, despite having no practice in the lead up to facing a pretty good Concord Christian girls team, they do get the win. The guys stormed out to an early 17-2 lead. They would lead it 21-4 and were up 34-10 at the quarter break. Then the Admirals limited Concord Christian to just 3 second quarter points while putting up 17 more. And so again, your halftime scores: Farragut 51, Concord Christian 13. The Lions with 10 first half turnovers, Farragut with 3. Looking at the individual scoring, Sergio Villatoro for Concord Christian with 6 points. 0 of 2 from the line. Cooper Sloan, a 3-pointer, 1 of 2 from the line, 4 points for Sloan. Asher No, 1 of 2 from the line for 1 point. Jake Johnson with 2 points as Concord Christian shoots 2 of 6 from the foul line, and they had the 1-3 from Cooper Sloan. For Farragut, Matthew Dickens with 2 points. Dan Lanning, 0 of 1 from the line, 10 points for Dan. Connor Eberly with 2 points. Reed Vining, 1 of 2 from the line, 9 points, including a thunderous 2-hand dunk. Britton Lewis, a dunk as well to his credit in the first half, 1 of 1 from the line, 1 3-pointer as Britton, along with Dan Lanning, Farragut's leading scorers with 10 points. Aiden Foshee with 7 points, including a 3. Parker Lane, 7 points, including a 3. And Alex Evans with 4 points. The Admirals 2 of 4 from the foul line, 3 3-pointers, 1 apiece from Britton Lewis, Aiden Foshee, and Parker Lane. 51-13, our halftime score here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. And we've got more Farragut High School hoops coming up for you on West 105 Friday night. We'll be on the air at 5:45 as the Lady Admirals and Admirals host The Lady Bulldogs and Bulldogs of Bearden High School, matchup of first and second place teams. The last meetings in January at Bearden's place were not competitive, and so Farragut looking for stronger showings. It would appear that, let's see, do we have the right day? Do I have the right day put in here? 5, 6, 7. Make sure I was looking at a score there that I think was from the other night, but maybe not. Let's see. Reload here and take a look. Yeah, that was the other night. Although there's been another game added here that I was unaware of being played tonight in district action. That would be Lenoir City at Hardin Valley. So Lenoir City at Hardin Valley, but I don't have a score. It's just been added to the Coach T scoreboard. The other District 4 matchup tonight is Oak Ridge at McMinn County. No score posted on that one either. Friday night, in addition to Farragut hosting Bearden, it'll be Hardin Valley at Oak Ridge, McMinn County at Ray County, and the other District 4 4A tilts. Getting late in the season, Lady Admirals and Admirals firmly entrenched in second place, and looking forward again to that Friday matchup at Bearden. It'll be an electric atmosphere here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Farragut up big on Concord Christian at halftime, 51-13. Let's get a 2-minute break for our sponsors. We'll return on the other side with the start of the third quarter. You're listening to Farragut High School basketball, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105 and around the world, WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream, 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
Whether you're managing a household or running a business, Citizens Bank has a checking account built for how you bank. Choose from personal and business options with digital tools like mobile deposit, bill pay, and merchant services. Plus, support from a local team in Knoxville and Lenoir City that understands your goals. Learn more at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Now, LCUV is offering fiber internet for business, exclusive to LCUV electric customers. Get connected to just the speed you need with low latency and no data caps. As businesses each have unique needs, LCUV can customize your fiber internet to you. From static IP addresses to speed starting at half a gig and up. Get increased workplace productivity and no more laggy Zoom calls with fiber internet for business from LCUV. Browse available packages and get connected now at lcuv.com.
Welcome to Willie's Wings, home of the secret sauce.
I'll take a dozen wings. Oh, by the way, I love that sauce. What's in it?
Can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a secret.
While many financial advisors claim to have the secret sauce, they don't. In fact, if their sauce is so good, why are they keeping it a secret? Derek Miser of Miser Wealth Partners doesn't keep anything a secret. He knows there's much more to retirement planning than stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. That's 865-281-1616 or online at miserwealthpartners.com.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box and mom and pop, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Just about set for second half action here at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium on senior night. Lady Admirals victorious earlier, 41-34. And the Admirals, as they begin the second half, will of course send out that starting five, an all senior lineup of Parker Lane, Reed Vining, Aiden Foshee, Britton Lewis, Dan Lanning. We've also seen senior manager Hayden Duncan tonight. The gym will come down if either Hayden Duncan scores a basket or Reed Vining hits a three-pointer. Admirals firmly in control against Concord Christian, 51-13. Dan Lanning and Britton Lewis both with 10 points leading Farragut. Sergio Villatoro with 6 to lead the Lions. Farragut with the first possession of the second half. Concord Christian man-to-man. Parker Lane driving the baseline, gives off to Reed. Vining missed at the rim, tipped it out, however. Parker Lane picks it up on the perimeter, and Farragut can reset. Parker, three-pointer, contested, tough shot. Thought he was fouled, didn't get a call. Was it blocked? It was deflected. It will be Farragut's ball. Of course, it's a runaway game, so fouls aren't much of an issue, but I think Jake Johnson for Concord Christian's the only player on either team with more than one. Dan Lanning from the baseline, inbounding, lobs it into Reed Vining. Vining right side, back to the basket, gives it back to Lanning out top. He'll be guarded man-to-man by Villatoro, asks for a screen from Reed. Now Reed shoots the three, top of the key, bang, there it is. Reed Vining. The sixth time is the charm, as Reed now with 12 points, his first three of the night. Wasn't quite the reaction I thought it would be. Students perhaps not fully back into the game yet here in the second half, sitting down across the way. Good student section as always. Shot up good in the lane by Concord Christian's Sergio Villatoro. He's now got 8 to lead the Lions. 54-15, Lanning in front court off to Parker Lane. Parker to Reed. Hands it to Parker, three-pointer over Reed's screen, good. High arcing three by Parker Lane on the money. His second of the night. He's in double figures with 10. And guarding Ward, who he shuts down in the lane. Ward gives it out to Villatoro. Dan Lanning on him. Into the corner to Johnson. Johnson goes inside to No. The two big men exchanging the ball. No taking the pass from Johnson. Strong to the hoop and scores his first field goal of the night. 57-17, Farragut by 14. Britton Lewis, left elbow jumper, and he was hit. Not a good foul by Concord Christian. Kind of fell into him after the shot was gone. So No picks up the foul with late contact after the shot was well gone. And Lewis will shoot 2 free throws. 10 points tonight for Britton. Toss good. 2 of 2 from the line. Britton having completed a three-point play back in the first quarter on his earlier trip to the line. 5:46 to go third quarter, and the Admirals leading 58-17 as Britton Lewis short on this one. No grabs it, gives ahead to Ward. Ward in front court to Johnson. Johnson driving on Reed Vining, trying to back him down in the paint, puts it up with the right hand and scores. Strong move by Johnson, who's pretty wide. Farragut in front court. Lanning penetrates, kicks. Foshi left side three. No, got his own miss. Could have taken the layup at the rim. Instead tried to get it back on the perimeter, and then we've got a whistle and a foul on Dan Lanning. Foshi just trying to be unselfish, but basically passed up an uncontested layup as he followed his own miss from three-point range. 58-19, Farragut with the lead. Concord Christian with the ball. They work it to the baseline to No, and he'll be fouled by Britton Lewis. Second foul on Farragut. Matthew Dickens into the ball game for Aiden Foshi. Jake Johnson out of the ball game for Concord Christian. Cooper Sloan seeing his first action of the second half for the Lions. Ward inbounds, left baseline, No. Working against Vining, could have shot, didn't. Gives it back on the perimeter to Villatoro, guarded by Matthew Dickens. Out top with the ball, Hudson Willis, guarded by Farragut's Dan Lanning. Connor Everly goes to the scorer's table for the Admirals as Ward launches a three and hits it. That's the first three of the ball game. Excuse me, second three of the ball game. First for Ward, second for the team. Vining at the other end, worked around No and threw down a two-handed dunk. Reed Vining showing his quickness around the rim. Got around the defender, threw down the dunk. He's got 14. Second dunk of the night. Here's Dickens with a steal. Matthew Dickens ahead to Vining. Here comes another one. Reed, one-handed this time, throws it down in transition. Vining's got 16, and the Admirals lead by 40, 62-22. Concord Christian turning it over for the 11th time tonight. Left side, Asher No to Villatoro out top. And Farragut will foul him in order to get some subs in. Dan Lanning gets the hand as he leaves. Parker Lane giving the foul his first. Admirals getting Connor Eberly back in the game. Alex Evans to the scorers table. Villatoro pushing off on Parker. Fires it left side to Hudson Willis. Willis against Dickens into the paint. Pivoting, shooting, scoring. Nice move in the post. Little step under move by Hudson Willis. His first basket. Farragut leading 62-24. Britton Lewis out top. Guarded by Sloan. Works off Vining's screen all the way to the rim and fouled. Foul will go against Asher No. It'll be his second. So Britton Lewis, 11 points in the ball game. A couple of free throws coming up. Alex Evans set to check in between free throw attempts by Lewis. First toss won't go down. Reed Vining checks out, gets a hug from Coach Burris. Handshakes from everybody else as Alex Evans enters the lineup for Vining, who leaves with 16 points, 2:14 to go in the third quarter. Second toss won't go either. Lewis had both of them hang up on the rim for a second or two. Both of them came out of the cylinder. 62-24, Farragut leading. Lewis goes for the steal, didn't get it. No, driving into the lane, gives it off underneath to teammate Cooper Sloan, and he lays it up and in. Matthew Dickens all the way to the basket. Nobody stopped the ball, and Matthew Dickens goes strong to the hole and scores. He's got 4 points. Admirals leading 64-26. Minute 50 to go in our third quarter. Villatoro into the lane against Connor Everly. Quick pull-up jumper, good. Villatoro's got 10. Leading scorer for the Lions. Connor Everly off to Matthew Dickens. Dickens at the free throw line to Evans, gives it back to Dickens on the nice cut. Little give and go action, and Matthew Dickens lays it up and in on the assist from Alex Evans from the high post. 66-28. Villatoro head fakes the three. Drives from the right wing to the basket, missed at the rim. Evans clears the rebound, gives to Lewis, ahead to Parker Lane. Parker with the layup. No, he threw it off the backboard for Britton Lewis, who missed the dunk. And a collision and a foul on Farragut's Connor Everly. Parker tossing it off the backboard for Britton Lewis, potentially to have perhaps the highlight play of the season, but couldn't get it to go. Britton, by the way, has checked out of the ball game to a nice ovation. Into the lineup, Bennett Wright. Asher No, over to Sloan in the right corner. Out top it goes to Hudson Willis. He drives the lane. High arcing shot with the right hand, good. Hudson Willis, 4 points, both of his baskets in this quarter. Farragut leads 66-30. 23 seconds to go in the third. Parker Lane, three-pointer, top of the key, short, little flat. And Farragut's going to give a foul as Bennett Wright commits it, his second. That'll give them an opportunity to get Parker out of the ball game. Wesley Jenkins enters the lineup. So all 5 senior starters have had an opportunity to be recognized going off one by one here in the third quarter. 5.7 seconds remaining in the third. Farragut leading 66-30. And at the free throw line for Concord Christian, Hudson Willis, too strong on the first free throw. Second one off the back of the rim as well. Rebounded away by Connor Everly, ahead to Wesley Jenkins. Jenkins attacking the basket, is stripped, and the horn will sound. Third quarter comes to an end. Farragut leading 66-30 on senior night. Leading Concord Christian by 36 as we head to quarter number 4 here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn uh-oh into
oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Banking should feel personal, and at Hearthside Bank, we make sure it does. With services designed for you, from everyday banking to complex loans, we're here when you need us. Visit our Farragut branch today and discover the difference of banking with a local team that is always within reach. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's the Admirals by 36 as we head to the fourth quarter on senior night. Concord Christian, first possession of the fourth quarter. Ward gives off right side to Martin. Martin curling off a screen, gets it to Jarnigan. Moose Jarnigan into the ballgame for the first time, and Concord Christian just threw it away. They didn't call it out of bounds, and it'll be a foul down low on Farragut's Alex Evans. Not sure how that was a legal touch coming back in from out of bounds, but just the same, it'll be Moose Jarnigan, Colin Moose Jarnigan, sophomore, seeing his first action, I do believe, tonight, shooting the free throws. First toss is no good. Matthew Dickens checks out of the ball game. Matthews leaves, having scored 6 points. Farragut gets Braden Atwell into the game. Wesley Jenkins also on the floor, as well as Connor Everly, Alex Evans, and Bennett Wright. Second toss is good, so Jarnigan hits 1 of 2. 66-31 Farragut. Connor Everly driving the lane. Left block, shot up off the window, no good. Alex Evans reaches up and over, grabs the rebound, gives out to Jenkins. Jenkins right side to Bennett Wright for a three-pointer, no good. Connor Everly, the putback, good. Everly, as Farragut gets multiple cracks at it, Everly scores. He's got 4, and Farragut leads 68-31. Kobe Ward, three-pointer, no good. Back rimmed it, rebounded away by Wesley Jenkins. Jenkins in front court up the left side for the Admirals. Picked up man-to-man by Martin of Concord Christian. 6:49 to play. Everly, right side, working into the lane. Pull-up jumper, no good. Evans had the rebound, now grabs it back, finds Jenkins, left side three, good. Wesley Jenkins, his first basket of the ball game, a three from the left wing. Long pass ahead for Concord Christian, thrown away. They tried to get out on the break, and Ian Young was unable to catch up to that pass by Kobe Ward. Connor Everly comes off, and Farragut gets Hayden Duncan, senior manager, back into the ballgame. Hayden wearing number 34. Admirals by 40 with the ball. 6:10 to play. Bennett Wright, guarded by Ian Young, Concord Christian senior. Evans will shoot from 17 straight in front and rips the net. Evans with 6 points. 73-31. Ward, pull-up jumper, 16 feet just beyond the elbow. Good. Kobe Ward has 5 points. And it's 73-33 Admirals as Bennett Wright brings it in front court. Gives to Duncan. Duncan, I thought that was a double dribble. No call. He's going to shoot a three. Got it! Everybody up off the Farragut bench. The student section up celebrating the three by manager Hayden Duncan. Nothing but net from well beyond the three-point arc out top. Now a steal by Wright ahead to Alex Evans. Looking for the dunk. No, instead he'll lay it up and in. Kind of lost it on the way up, but Evans scores just the same. Farragut in front court. They steal it away again. It's going to be another steal by Wright. Wright slides right in front court with Farragut leading 78-33. Duncan's going to shoot another three. This one's going to be too strong. Rebound goes long to Evans. Evans down low and laying it up and in is Braden Atwell. Atwell scores for the Admirals, his first basket, and Farragut leads 80-33. 4:44 to go. And a timeout going to be used by Coach Evers of Concord Christian. 32nd timeout called for, so we'll keep it right here and remind you that coming up on Saturday, 5 o'clock in the school commons, the 14th annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame banquet The event, again, catered by Brown Bag. Tickets are $40 each, or for a table of 8, $300. This year's honorees are headlined by Coach Eddie Courtney. Former student athletes in this year's class: Drew Burnett, Harrison Eldridge, Katie Green, Anna Miller, Cole Strange, James Thomas, Bailey Williams, and Sarah Yeager. The Service Award inductees, a pair of them, Michelle Brosette and Richard Huff. So make plans to attend the 14th Annual Farragut High School Athletics Hall of Fame Banquet this Saturday, 5 o'clock in the school commons. Coming out of the Concord Christian timeout, the Lions with the basketball. Farragut with Atwell, Wright, Jenkins, Evans, and Duncan on the floor. Left side, Sloan, pressured by Evans. Gives it off to Willis. He slides to the baseline, picks up his dribble, reverse pivot, and throws up an off-balance shot that misses badly. Evans grabs the miss, gives to Wesley Jenkins. Farragut in front court as the pass comes to Braden Atwell, right side. Atwell gives it back to Jenkins. Jenkins to right. Long three, right side. It was on line, but short. Rebounded away by Villatoro. Villatoro in front court for Concord Christian. Spinning left side of the paint against Jenkins. Didn't get the roll. Put back won't go. Down low as the Young's tap was in the cylinder but got kicked out. And Farragut brings the ball in front court with 3:48 to play, leading 80-33. Wright in the right corner takes a pass from Wesley Jenkins. Now goes into the posting Alex Evans. Evans works through the lane with the left hand off the window. Good. Evans in double figures with 10 points. Sophomore in double figures. .325 to play. Farragut up 49. Three-pointer, top of the key, too strong by Concord Christian's Willis. Long rebound goes to the Admirals. Jenkins fires in front court. Over on the right side, it's Duncan. Duncan gives it off to Atwell. He gets it back. Now to Evans. Evans hands to Duncan, screens for him. Three-pointer, too strong. Taken away by Ian Young of Concord Christian. Ahead to Villatoro. Villatoro to Sloan, top of the key. Sloan spinning in the paint against Alex Evans. Up and under move and scores. Sloan has 8. And play stopped, I think, to allow someone into the game. 82-35, Farragut leading with 2:35 to play. Bennett Wright to the left baseline and then spinning, throwing blindly and throwing it away. Farragut with a turnover. They've only committed 4 tonight. Concord Christian with the ball, looking inside to Ian Young. His shot blocked. Bennett Wright, defensive play, comes up with a loose ball and leads it back the other way. Wright all the way to the basket, scores. Bennett Wright, coast to coast, got the steal and gets the basket as well. His first. Spinning Villatoro in the paint and scores off the window. Villatoro now with 12 points to lead the Lions. And getting a hand, Hayden Duncan will check out of the ball game. Duncan with a three-pointer this quarter. Rained one in from deep on the left side, and he gets a nice hand as he goes to the bench. Replaced in the lineup by Connor Eberly. 1:35 to play as Connor into the paint. Fires it outside to Atwell, top of the key, now to Jenkins. He'll drive from the left corner along the baseline and have his dribble punched out of bounds. 1:25 to go. Actually, clock continues to roll. Mercy rule in effect. Inbound feed to Alex Evans, right side. Out to Wesley Jenkins. Jenkins, three-pointer out top. Good. Second three for Jenkins. Farragut leads at 86-37. A minute to go. Into front court, Villatoro. Jenkins on him. 12 on 12. Villatoro right side to Sloan. Sloan working against Alex Evans along the left baseline. Tries to get a pass as he drives the right baseline. Tried to get a pass into the left corner, but Farragut's Atwell, Braden Atwell, deflected it out of bounds. Clock continuing to roll as Concord Christian takes its time getting over to inbound it. They get it into Villatoro. Gives it up out top to Martin. Brady Martin guarded by Connor Everly. free throw line. Contested shot comes up short. Long rebound will kick out, though, to Martin. Back to Villatoro. 13 seconds to play. Villatoro down the lane, puts his shot up, no good. Alex Evans claims the defensive rebound, gives it off to Wesley Jenkins. That's going to do it. Farragut is going to win this ball game on senior night by 50. 87-37 is the final, as the Admirals, second and fourth quarters, holding Concord Christian to single digits. Meanwhile, the Admirals scoring 34 in the first, 17 in the second, 15 in the third, and 21 in the fourth. They run away at Hyde, 87-37, as they improve to 19-7 on the season. I think Concord Christian is now 11-13. So a good senior night for Farragut, as the Lady Admirals battled and won 41-34, and the guys broke out on top early. No doubt about the boys' game, as Farragut led 17-2 and then 34-10 after one. And the final score, again, 87-37 in favor of the Admirals. 19-7 now on the season, and looking forward to Friday night as Farragut welcomes Bearden here to Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. We'll have the call for you beginning at 5:45. Girls will tip, assuming JV doesn't run late. Girls should tip at 6. Guys typically follow at about 7:30. It's going to be a full gym. Hope you're part of it. But if you can't make it out to root on the Admirals in person Friday night, again, join us here on West 105, around the world, WFIV.com, Admiral video stream. Just go to YouTube, search 105.3 WFIV, or FarragutBasketball.com has got a direct link as well. But again, good night on senior night for Farragut, celebrating 4 young ladies and 6 young men. Everybody getting to play, everybody contributing, as Farragut wins a pair of games tonight over Concord Christian. So let's get a 3-minute break. We'll return to take a look at all the final numbers in our boys contest on the other side. You're listening to Farragut High School basketball, presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big, no job too small.
Oh great.
Repairs, installs, relax, we do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Selling or buying a home this spring? In Farragut, Knoxville, Lenore City, and Maryville, experience matters. Trust a realtor. Homeowners know best. Phil Cobble of Phil Cobble Fine Homes and Land. With 46 years of success and over $1 billion in homes sold, Phil delivers expert guidance, smart marketing, and strong negotiation for results you can take to the bank. Don't leave your next move to chance. Call Phil Cobble today at 865-805-4664 for your private home evaluation.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Marable, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
Life doesn't run on bank hours. That's why Citizens Bank offers checking accounts with tools you can use anytime, like mobile deposit, debit card controls, and online bill pay. Whether it's for your home or your business, you'll get options that work and support from people based right here in Knoxville and Lenore City. Explore your options at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Where do you go for shrimp straight from the Gulf, wild salmon, and the best clam chowder in the South? The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market. The Shrimp Dock has fish delivered from the Atlantic, Pacific, and Gulf multiple times per week. Whether it's fish on the grill for 2 or a shrimp boil tailgate party for family and friends, the Shrimp Dock is your home for fresh seafood and shellfish. Open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan with Bryan Insurance Group. For your home, auto, or business, we are proud to represent the top carriers, including Erie Insurance, recently ranked #1 for auto insurance by Consumer Reports, along with Progressive, Geico, Allstate, Travelers, Foremost, Berkshire Hathaway, and Chubb. So you can compare and choose the coverage that fits your life the best. Start your custom quote today at bryaninsurance.com. That's BRYN insurance.com.
I'm going to miss seeing Reed.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
This is a fun group to watch. Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Farragut's Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. If you're watching the video stream tonight, Tony Cox filling in for Nick Blankenship, our producer, as usual, back in our WFIV studios, Dusty Street. And the Admirals winning earlier, the Lady Admirals winning earlier 41-34. And the guys in the nightcap take it 87-37. I was looking to see if perhaps there were any other finals posted. District 4, a couple of District 4 games, matchups tonight. But I'm not seeing anything between Oak Ridge and McMinn County, nor Lenore City and Hardin Valley as far as the girls are concerned. Let's make sure I was looking at the girls. I was. So, anyhow, district play for Farragut resumes Friday night as the Lady Admirals and Admirals welcome arch rival Bearden here to Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Again, 5:45 our airtime with the girls. Assuming JV doesn't run late, tipping off at 6. Looking forward to it. Admirals trying to have a much, much better showing than they had in January over at the Doghouse. Tonight, Farragut jumped out on top of Concord Christian immediately. 17-2, led 21-4, then up 34-10 at the quarter break. Held Concord Christian to 3 second quarter points, and so Farragut was up by 38 at halftime, 51-13 in the third quarter. Concord Christian actually outscored Farragut 17-15. It was 66-30 heading to the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Farragut with a 21-7 advantage wins it by 50, 87-37. I had Farragut tonight with 4 turnovers and Concord Christian with 15. Looking at the individual scoring for the visiting Lions, Kobe Ward, freshman, had 5 points, included in his total a 3-pointer. Hudson Willis had 4 points. He was 0 of 2 from the line. Sergio Villatoro was Concord Christian's leading scorer. 12 points for him. He was 0 of 2 from the line. Moose Jarnigan, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 point. Cooper Sloan, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. He had 8 points. Asher No, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 points. Jake Johnson, 4 points. Collectively, Concord Christian 3 of 10 from the foul line. 2 3-pointers, again 1 apiece from Ward and Sloan. For Farragut, Matthew Dickens, 6 points tonight. Dan Lanning, 0 of 1 from the line, finished with 10 points. Bennett Wright with 2 points. Connor Everly with 4. Reed Vining, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. 1 3-pointer. I wonder if that was his first this year. He was launching a bunch of them and connected in the second half. So 1-3 for Reed. He finished with 16 points. He would be Farragut's leading scorer, the game high scorer. Britton Lewis, 2 of 5 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Britton had a big dunk tonight. I think Reed had perhaps 4 dunks. Let's see, Wesley Jenkins, 6 points on a pair of threes. Braden Atwell with 2 points. Aiden Foshee, 7 points, including a 3-pointer. Parker Lane knocked down 2 threes, finished with 10 points. Alex Evans, 10 points tonight. And the young man beside me here awaiting the post-game interview, senior Hayden Duncan, reined in a 3 and 1 of 8 3-pointers tonight for the Admirals. Again, Concord Christian had 2. Farragut 3 of 8 in its limited opportunities at the free throw line as they win it 87-37. And I was looking back over the season results, and 87 will match the highest scoring output of the season. January 6th here at Farragut, the Admirals defeated Ray County 87-63. Tonight, 87-37, as the Admirals improved to 19-7. I think Concord Christian now 11-13. So as I say, pleased to be joined by Hayden Duncan. And Hayden, tell me a little bit about this team, your perspective on this team, and the opportunity to get on the floor tonight.
Well, I played for my first 2 years, and then I broke my femur. So I became the manager to just be with the guys because they're a lot of my best friends. And they're just a really strong team. They all like support each other, and no one's like really against each other, which is really good for a basketball team. And I've just been really blessed to be a part of the team.
Well, everybody certainly, you talk about, everybody looking out for each other. The bench lost its collective mind when you hit the three-pointer, as did the student section. Tell me a little bit about the exhilaration of seeing that shot go through. Nothing but net from about, what do you think, 25?
Probably. I mean, I had missed a lot before that, so I'm glad that one went in. But, yeah, it was really loud. It was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, it's got to be great, too, when, everybody's looking to get you a shot. I mean, they're all but screaming, shoot it, right? And everybody's screening for you, wanting to get you a shot. So for that one to go down, it's almost sort of like a sigh of relief, perhaps. But, again, the student section explodes. Farragut again tonight with a great student section on hand. That's been the case all season long. A lot of support for this group.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little concerned. It's like it's senior night. You want a big show turnout, a lot of folks to show up. But with school not being in session, you're not sure. But, yeah, the students showed up loud and proud and enjoyed a couple of Farragut victories tonight. So, Hayden, you got Bearden on the horizon. That sobers you up really quickly after a big win. What about the Bulldogs and the challenge that they pose as they come here Friday night?
They're really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it would take us near perfect to beat them, which I think we can. So I'm just excited to see how it goes.
I think they're nationally ranked, right?
They are. Yeah. Last I saw it was 40th in the country. So.
Okay. And so you got to figure that they're probably top 2 or 3 in most people's eyes in the state. But the Admirals more than capable with this group of special senior class for Coach J.P. Purvis. Part of that, Hayden Duncan, as he said, playing the first couple of years, broken leg, continues to be a part of the team as the manager, and tonight scores a big three-pointer. Hayden, congratulations just on being able to be out there tonight with your teammates and hitting the basket, and look forward to Friday night. It's always a great atmosphere when Farragut and Bearden play. I know you guys are going to be stoked for it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Hayden Duncan, thanks so much, Hayden, for coming up.
Thank you.
As the Admirals win it 87-37, improving to 19-7 on the season. And I think Hayden, we've talked with all of the seniors now over the course of the season, and some other guys too. And J.P. Burris, Coach J.P. Burris, sliding in here to discuss matters as Farragut wins by 50. Again, got out to a 17-2 lead and up 24 at the quarter break, up 38 at halftime, and win it by 50. Highest scoring output of the season, and just a fun night, Coach, to celebrate your senior class and for these guys to have a game like this. I mean, they took unselfishness to another level. There was one point where Aiden Foshi had an uncontested layup, and he threw it out somewhere. I think Farragut ended up giving the ball away on that. But, I mean, you could tell. They're just looking out for each other all night long.
Yeah, I mean, that's an awesome way to celebrate this group. This is the group that I was blessed enough to come in with. So really close with this group. You know, it's 5 guys that have been in this program for 4 years and given a lot to our program. And then obviously, you know, you're including Big Ten, Hayden Duncan in there.
Yeah.
Getting an opportunity to play tonight. But all 6 of those guys are phenomenal young men. But as far as the 5 seniors that have played, you know, there's just so many good things you could say about them, what they've meant to our program, what they've done for our program. But most importantly, and I told them in the locker room, is what they've done for me. That goes far beyond basketball. Those are 5 young men that you want your sons to grow up to be like,
right.
And I can't brag on them enough.
Yeah, special group. If thoroughly enjoyed. I was talking with the Vining family during the last commercial break, and it's like I just want to see this team just keep playing. As far as they can go. Postseason's on the horizon, but it's a special group, an experienced group. Seen them play a lot of basketball over the years, and kind of putting it all together for a pretty special senior campaign with, of course, a whole lot more still to come. But tell me a little bit. I mean, Hayden said about his story, that he'd broken his leg, that he played for 2 years, broke his leg, and so just wanted to be around the guys. It's like, some of his best friends, and so wanted to still be a part of the team. Being a manager is a way to do that.
Yeah. I mean, he had the really bad injury in AAU. I'll never forget, Coach Jenkins and I went to see him in the hospital. And that's tough to, see, one of these young men who's in your program laid up with a major injury like that. And it obviously affected him, and I don't know if he told you that it affected him, but, we've had conversations about how it affected him, and it changed his ability to play and things like that, so he decided to walk away from it last year. But like you said, he's still best friends with these guys, and he had been with them since 6th grade, so he wanted to come back, be a part of the team, and do the manager thing. And I just told him at the beginning of the year, well, I'm going to put you on the TSSAA roster, so senior night would love for you to get the opportunity to get in and play. Him hitting that big three, that's just
great.
It's a lot like the thing with Ethan Kern last year. Ethan Kern was an unbelievable young man who we miss, and it's similar in the sense of he got to do what Ethan did, but it's also a little bit different because Ethan came in, was a manager for 2 years, and killed it, and the guys loved him, whereas Hayden has been best friends with these other 5 seniors since 6th grade, so it was kind of one of those moments where he got to get back out on the court with them one more time, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Well, great moment when he hit the three-pointer. The bench exploded. The student section exploded. It was pent up. Everybody was waiting for it, and so that was great. The teammates, of course, were trying to get him the ball, get him the looks, and he hit it from seriously deep on the left side. And the other play that comes to mind, besides the dunks tonight by Britton and Reed, but what about Reed's three? I said at the time, the 6th time is the charm.
Yeah, so I told him, I said, hey, if the game is in a comfortable position for us, because you don't ever want to, underestimate anyone or be disrespectful to anyone. So I said, if the game is in a comfortable enough position in our favor, if they don't come out and guard you, you can shoot a three. I didn't know that was going to lead to him taking 6, but hey, I think he was 0 for 6. You may have it.
Oh, I don't have it. I was just guessing.
I thought he was 0 for 6, and then he hit the 7th one. I was like, all right, well, at least he hit one.
Lucky
Congrats.
7.
Yeah, lucky number 7. But Reed has had such a great year and been such an anchor for us, and for him to come out here and do what he does night in, night out, let him shoot a 3, right? Or 7,
absolutely
7 threes. But it was one of those senior nights that was just a perfect culmination of all the cool things, and it just worked out really well. We're very fortunate. I'm very blessed to be here and get to be with these guys for the last 4 years. So I'm glad tonight, just kind of after being off for 4 straight days, at least you got to come back and get some of the kinks out in a game, and then you get one day to prepare before Bearden.
Yeah, I mean, it's a feel-good night, but then looming on the horizon is one heck of a basketball team Friday night. They come here. Obviously, Farragut didn't necessarily put its best foot forward the last time.
Did not.
But, hope springs eternal, and this is a group that no doubt will be determined to have a better showing.
Their mindset is good. We talked after that game. Obviously, we didn't feel like we played well. We didn't feel like we were ready to play over there. And again, that's nothing against them. They had a great game plan. They took us out of what we do defensively, and they're really good.
They've done that to a lot of people this year.
Yeah, they're ranked in the 20s nationally. I think I saw they're maybe 29th. I don't know.
Okay.
They're having a great year. They're a great team.
Yeah.
We're going to have to play well. So hopefully we'll be more competitive for sure on Friday night.
I think the thing that impresses me about them is they're maybe not as athletic as they usually are. They're just a better team.
They're just really solid. They share the ball well. They got 3 guards that are really, really good, can shoot, can drive, can score at all 3 levels. Justin Nordine is an unbelievable player, but so is Sean Capshaw, so is Carson Asbaddy. Like, they're a really good team. I feel like we're a really good team.
Exactly. I was about to say, I could say the same thing about your 5 seniors.
So it's just, it's 2 really good teams playing in a rivalry game. So I just want us to have a better showing. I want us to compete. I feel like we didn't compete over there maybe the moment was a little bit too big, but you know, that's in the past. It's water under the bridge. We got to focus on what can we do this time around.
Well, it's going to be a great setting. It always is for high school hoops when Farragut and Bearden meet. That's Friday night here at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. Tonight on senior night, the Admirals win it 87-37. Lady Admirals were victorious 41-34. We're airtime 5:45 on Friday. Girls should tip at 6. Boys action to follow at 7:30. For Coach J.P. Burris here alongside, appreciate him coming up, as well as manager Hayden Duncan tonight joining us post-game. Coach Jason Mayfield earlier after the Lady Admirals win on senior night. For all of those folks, as well as Dusty Street in our WFIV studios and Tony Cox behind the camera, I'm Eric Gerhardt saying thanks so much